play.
could see some of that rain mixed with some sleet and
All
snow.
right, I pressed start stream. Is there anything else I need to
No,
do?
it should be going. I'm going to double check it and all that
Again
stuff.
tonight, a small chance of some showers and thunderstorms before midnight.
Yeah, it looks like we're
low
going
around
on
29.
YouTube, so I think we're pretty good.
Good deal.
Don't just think of farmer. Thank the spouse
All right.
and family of a farmer for all the sacrifices they make. Thank their employees for endless hours of hard work and sleepless nights as they tend to crops or
And thank you, John.
Thank you.
At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they know farming is so much more than one person. They appreciate the hard work of all to keep any farming operation running smoothly. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they offer local expertise and best-in-class solutions and service. Learn more at nutrienagsolutions.com.
Hancock's Neighborhood Market has been serving the area for 30 years. How sweet it is to be a part of such an amazing community.
How sweet it is that we have the most amazing customers. We want you to know that you are so much more than a cash register receipt to us. You're part of our family, and we love you. Thank you for shopping with Hancock's Neighborhood Market.
How sweet it is. Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Tollgate Center, Cadiz. Locally owned, locally staffed, locally loved.
Are you struggling to afford health care and medications? Let Health First help you. Whether you are insured, uninsured, or underinsured, you will still be cared for at Health First Community Health Center. We offer financial and prescription assistance to all those that qualify, which is based on income and household size. Contact our office at 1-877-667-7017 for more information, or visit our website, healthfirstchc.net. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. At Health First, your health is our first concern.
Fortner Gas Company has been serving the propane needs of Western Kentucky for 70 years. You'll find offices in Princeton and Cadiz. They're your local and family-owned propane supplier. Browse their website to discover the many services and products available. You can shop in person or online, and they can answer any and all questions in person or on the phone. If they're already your propane supplier, they say thank you. If they're not, they would love to be. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
I'm Albert Bennett, a farmer and a county elected official. I would like to take this opportunity to salute the Caldwell County FFA chapter and advisors during FFA week. There are many challenges facing farmers at this time, and I appreciate these young people who are preparing for a successful future in agriculture. Also, let us continue to remember local advisor Wes Short as he continues to improve in the hospital.
At the Edge Media Group, we're looking for a highly creative person to become our next marketing specialist on our sales team. Our mission is to help local small businesses grow. We use our radio stations as well as all of our digital marketing products to create promotions that provide tremendous results for our clients. The position
We'll have one more ad and then you'll hear the playlist. And we are going over to YouTube, I guess.
If this sounds interesting to you, email your resume to me, Amy Berry.
Yeah, I think I heard him say
Yeah, I'm not going to be talking anymore, so that way I'll... But anyway, we're going to be after this commercial.
Edge is committed to keep you informed. Each weekday, they'll email you the top news and sports story of the day for free. No subscription fee. To sign up, click on the news tab at WPKYonline.com to sign up today. Sign up and receive these information updates for free to your email inbox. To sign up, click on the news tab at WPKYonline.com. It's getting close to broadcast time. Caldwell Sports will soon be on the air here on 1580 103.3 WPKY. The broadcast will also be worldwide at WPKYonline.com. Caldwell Sports is coming up. Time to head live to the gym for a preview of tonight's action with the WPKY Sports Crew on 1580 103.3 WPKY. The WPKY Caldwell County pregame show is on the air. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Community Activities Building. Tonight, it's the guys in action in the district tournament as Caldwell County will take on Hopkins Central on the floor right now. Madisonville and Dawson doing battle. Madisonville with a big lead late in the third quarter, 69-33. This is the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center is your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Whatever the sport, the Athletic Center has you covered from head to toe. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get underway. We'll have a couple of big interviews tonight. Hope you'll stay tuned for that. Also, we'll break down the Tigers and the Storm. All of that coming up here on your home for Tiger basketball, 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Are you ready for a new adventure? Christian Care Communities. It's much more than a safe group of buildings for adults age 62 and older. It's about fellowship with others. At Christian Care Communities, our people are our most precious resource.
Residents here, they're just so good to each other. Our officials, of course, they're my little children.
Let's go make sure it's all the way up.
At the age
not
I
as loud
am,
as last time.
They couldn't be better. They and there are buses to take you places, to see things, to do things, to eat.
And so now we have the freedom we still take a lot of road trips, so we just close the door.
Hey, John,
Till
if
Bruce
you can hear
we're
me,
gone, we
is there
turn
any
off
way
the water
to turn
and
me up in my
pilot light on
headset from there?
the hot water
No.
tank and just take off. No, let's worry about
Okay.
it.
We are about exceeding expectations. Find us on Facebook at Christian Care Communities Hopkinsville and at ChristianCareCommunities.org.
You Ride in Princeton just might buy your vehicle. They are always looking for quality inventory. So if you would like to sell yours, talk to the nice folks at You Ride. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, You Ride is here. They are hometown proud and here to deliver the same great customer service they always have. Stop by or call for an appointment with one of their sales specialists. Call 270-365-3018. On-the-lot financing is available. You can even apply online at YouRideSales.com. You Ride on the Marion Road in Princeton. Hometown proud.
December 10th impacted our community in a way that we will never forget. Much was lost that night, some of which can never be replaced. In the days since, we have witnessed something that can never be taken away. The pride of our community, the resiliency of our people, and their resolve to rebuild. The road to recovery has begun, and Farmers Bank wants to do our part to help those impacted by the storm. Let us walk you through the process with our Rebuild Construction Loan Special. Call us or apply online to get started. This is Jeff McDaniels, Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As a community-owned enterprise, the Princeton Electric Plant Board provides services to the people in the Princeton area. One of the services they provide is to make sure the lights are on over our fields and courts for our Caldwell County Tigers. From everyone at the Princeton Electric Plant Board, good luck to all the Caldwell County Tigers and hopes for a safe season. And a big electric roar to their Tigers, Preston Burrell, Addie Vincent, and Lily Horde.
With YourSportsEdge.com, you get more coverage of your favorite teams, athletes, and sports.
Lets me know the student as a whole person.
With no page limits or subscription fees ever.
It means exposure for the local high school athlete.
A new look and a new feel, no matter where you are.
Even if I'm out of town, I have it on my phone.
It's always available right at your fingertips.
Round-the-clock coverage of local athletes.
High school sports coverage the way it's supposed to be.
I love what they did with the website.
Download the free app now. YourSportsEdge.com.
Raider Auction Company is excited to cheer on all the Tiger athletes this season. Go Tigers from Raider Auction Company.
Welcome back to the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center, your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Dennis Stevens and Bob Hayes here courtside with you tonight. John Miller, Bryce Thompson in the truck producing and getting this on for us tonight over the air and on the live stream on WPKYonline.com. We appreciate all the work those guys have done all season, Bob. But a big night here at the Cab as the guys get underway in the district tournament. On the floor right now in the fourth quarter, early in the fourth, Madisonville with a big 69-35 lead over Dawson Springs. The winner of this game will be in the championship game on Friday night at 6 o'clock. Then Caldwell County will take on Hopkins Central for the right to see who's going to take on, looks like Madisonville pretty easily on Friday night. And that also here at the Cab as Caldwell County hosts this year's district tournament. We have a big pregame show tonight, Bob. We're going to get a chance to talk with Coach Chuck Mitchell during this program tonight before Caldwell County tips it off with the Storm. And also J.J. Griggs, who announced last night her retirement from coaching. So we hope to get those two both on here in the Athletic Center pregame show. But a big one between the Storm and the Tigers. These two teams have met twice this year. Caldwell County has won both, 70-60 at Morton's Gap and then 76-65 here at the Cab. Two really entertaining games, two close games. Caldwell County pulls away late in both of those, but you don't want to get deceived by two 10-point or 10-plus point wins
Absolutely
this is going to be a battle.
It's going to be a battle, Dennis, and the fact that we've won, I would not call a 10-point victory handily.
No.
We've had instances in both those games where it was on the fence whether we could do it or not. I know in that first game, we had one of the kids from Hopkins Central, Drake Skeen. Seems like every three-pointer he took, he nailed, and that kept them in the game. Actually had them in a lead in the first half over in Morton's Gap. So, it is going to be a fight tonight, and one thing that is in our favor is on the home court.
Absolutely right there, and this game is going to feature a couple of high-profile kids, and we're going to talk a lot more about these over the course of the night. But, of course, for Caldwell County, you've got the second region player of the year in Jabrion Spikes. For Hopkins Central, you've got the number 8 scorer in the state, Marcus Eves, coming in averaging about 27 points a ball game. So those two kids, of course, lead their teams, but Hopkins Central has a pretty good supporting cast as well.
Absolutely. They don't fall off much at all. We've got to be with our A game tonight to have a chance to make it 3 wins in a row. And they always say trying to be a team the third time in a year is oftentimes the hardest win you can get.
We had a chance to talk to Coach K a little bit last night in the pregame before the girls played. And, Bob, he knows that he knows what Coach Michael Fralix is going to bring with Hopkins Central. They know what Caldwell County is going to put on the floor. So it's really a matter of if we execute what we do best, I think we're the better team.
And, again, we don't have to shoot a really high percentage like over 50%, but we've got to shoot somewhere in the 45% range, and we've got to take shots. We don't want to have turnovers where turnovers will eliminate a shot attempt. So it's one of those situations where it's how we get started in the game that I think goes a long way, and the elimination of turnovers.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to take care of the basketball because Hopkins Central is going to bring some quickness on defense. It's not going to be a team you can just make a soft pass or look away from the basketball and not get lost, because they will make you pay at every opportunity defensively.
And most good teams will do that, and our boys are no different in taking the ball away from Hopkins County Central. So, look for both teams obviously to be really fired up and get all that motion going, action going tonight up and down the floor.
And a moment here as the Dawson Springs coach has called a timeout to insert some seniors. And Dawson Springs, Bob, has been through a lot this year, not just with the weather and things, but they have had some losses on that team right before the start of the season that made this a really emotional season for Coach Blue to coach this year. And he is going to put those kids on the floor. And we tip our hat to Coach Blue and Coach Scott on the girls' side equally, because they have done a remarkable job keeping these kids together this season and facing a lot of adversity and obstacles. And the kids have really responded with some pretty good seasons. But just a great job, and Coach Blue has our respect. We really enjoyed him in his short time there at Dawson Springs.
It's a tremendous community, Dennis. Make no mistake about it. I just hope they have enough ability to rebuild that community. I know it's always been really important to them to have their school, and I can understand why. But it was a community that was devastated on December the 10th. But you've got to hand it these kids to continue to play and get past that.
And then the automobile accident right before the season started, right in late November, if I'm correct, Bob, on that. So
late November.
A lot of hurt still there for this team to battle through this season. Just about 3.5 minutes left. This one's going to be a running clock situation as Madisonville will advance to the championship game on Friday night. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by Caldwell County Lady Tiger head coach Chuck Mitchell when we return on the Athletic Center pregame
Pennyroyal
show.
Hospice is offering a free service to those who may not yet be ready for hospice
How you
care.
doing, Chuck?
Hospice Executive Director Kelly Martin explains.
We appreciate you coming up
transitions is
tonight.
for those folks that are not quite hospice appropriate or not ready for hospice just because they're not ready to just embrace the fact that terminal illnesses come and life is limited. So
Coach, we were just talking about how
for people
Dawson has battled
who are not
not
there
just
yet,
the tornado
who
this
may
year, but
still be
the car wreck
receiving
right
different
before the
types
season.
of treatments.
And Coach Blue
who may
taking
have
the
a
time
chronic
to insert
illness
his
that just
seniors
won't
right
go
there.
away, but it's
They've
frustrating.
really done a
They're trying
good
to
job.
navigate the healthcare
Girls
system.
and boys side, so
Transitions
if you
is
want to
a
allude
free,
to that any of this,
non-medical,
you're welcome to.
professionally managed program providing services to individuals and families coping with
How
a
you doing,
chronic
Jakaya?
or terminal diagnosis. Transitions
How are
offers
you?
emotional support
You
as
wanna get
well
on
as
with us
case
tonight, too?
management for clients
All
and
right, that'll
caregivers
work.
alike.
We'll do
Find
it.
out what Transitions can do for you. Contact Pennyroyal Hospice through Facebook or learn more at pennyroyalhospice.com.
We believe you spend wisely. We also believe wise spending should be rewarded with convenient access and generous benefits. A First Southern National Bank First Class checking account comes with both. In addition to our convenient online banking and mobile app, our accounts come with features like roadside assistance, identity theft restoration, cell phone protection, and more. Visit us at fsnb.net to open our account today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trice Hughes has been serving Western Kentucky for over 60 years. Their experienced sales force, ASE certified techs, and all the friendly folks at Trice Hughes have worked to become your family's exclusive automotive dealer. The home team that's kept our families safe on the road for generations. From work to play and everything in between, your home team has what you need. Stop by and drive the difference. Our home team, Trice Hughes, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
KFC Princeton, offering their amazing fried chicken and all the fix-its. You can dine in or call your order for pickup inside or use their convenient drive-thru. Your local KFC is located on the Marion Road in Princeton. Whether you enjoy a quick lunch or take dinner home or maybe take something to a friend in need, they're always ready to help. They're also looking for team members at KFC. Ask about becoming a member of their team. KFC on the Marion Road, where they appreciate your support and they are Princeton strong.
This is what Kentucky basketball sounds like.
Got it. Two rays. Ball knocked away, stolen. A ninth. Bullseye. Championship banner.
The road to number 9 lives here.
Tomorrow, our UK Wildcats take on Louisiana State University. Airtime 6:30 on WKDZRadio.com and
on 106.5 WKDZ.
Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress wishes all the Tiger athletes good luck this season. Go Tigers. Give it your all from Herb Hayes Furniture.
Welcome back to the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center is your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Whatever the sport, the Athletic Center has you covered from head to toe. Dennis Stevens and Bob Hayes here courtside with you tonight as we get set for the Tigers and the Storm in the wrap-up tonight in the opening round of the district tournament. Madisonville coasting right now 82-40 over Dawson Springs as the fourth quarter winds down in that one. Joined here on the Athletic Center pregame show tonight by Caldwell County Lady Tiger head coach Chuck Mitchell. And Coach, thank you for coming up tonight. I didn't get a chance to talk last night. It was one of those nights where you had to put the X's and O's aside and turn into psychologist or psychiatrist in the locker room and handle emotions and everything else, part of a huge job that a lot of people don't really see from the outside looking in.
Yeah, you know, that last game is a tough one. I tell the girls, you know, there's only one team that finishes their season with a win, and that's the state champions. And you have those seniors who's put their heart and soul into it. Most of them, these two have been playing since middle school and before. So there was a lot of emotions in the locker room, and we wanted to, we give them an opportunity to speak, and we got to talk to them. The coaches got to kind of, there was a lot of no dry eyes in there for sure. You know, the coaches, Coach JJ at Griggs, huge part of this school and this program. She is really, she's really going to be missed. She had a lot to say. She's not going to be back with us next year. So, you know, there's a lot of emotions in there. And, you know, the first couple weeks after that, after a game like that, your last game, it just takes you a little while to come down.
Absolutely, and that's the thing that, like you say, there's only one team that finishes the year with a win, and that's the nature of the game and tournament action and all of that. But again, we just want to congratulate you on how
Thank you.
You brought the Lady Tigers along this year, especially after that horrendous 06 start, and where we were just about 500 the rest of the way, and probably gave away 2 or 3 games in that stretch where we could have won. But that's water over the bridge, or under the bridge, whichever way you want to look at it. And but no, a great job, Chuck, this year.
Thank you. I really appreciate you guys backing us all the way. And it was a rough start. Those types of starts. I've had one other one, but something like that when I first took the job at Harlan, and we built a pretty good program there. We was 2 20-game winners when I left there, and I think we won 6 games the first year I was there, and we just went to work and started building, and that's exactly what we're doing here. We're kind of rebuilding a little bit, and next few years is really going to be key for us, and I think this year's a great learning experience for all of our kids, learning what they have to do to win, learning what they've got to do to compete defensively. I thought they played a really good job last night. We just run out a little bit of gas, had a few too many turnovers, and free throws was a little bit of and make a few of those free throws at certain points, and then it ain't quite the game it should be. It was there at that point.
That's always the prescription for if we can make them when we know we need to make them, which is big, and it's always a situation where you go up there and you don't know whether you've got somebody that's locked in, dialed in, and all of a sudden they miss 2 in a row. I think we got some excellent young talent. There's no mistaking that, and we put that on the court with another year experience. And your plans for the young ladies this summer, Chuck?
Yeah, I actually already put the summer schedule out. I couldn't hardly sleep, excited about it. We're gonna start getting in the gym with some individual workouts early in late May. We're going to, of course, we're going to play some home games here. We're going to work on a lot of fundamentals this summer. We're going to actually take the team to Trice team camp in Lexington. Maybe do some bonding there, get to play 10 or 12 games against some teams that we won't see originally. And just, that's what I did at Harlan, and it seemed to work. It was a great recipe to get the program jump started. Like you said, we got some great young kids coming in that are playing well. Katie Smiley's one of them. She's a hard worker, very intelligent player. She can play any position on the floor. She can take you off the bounce. And I think this year was a big year for her, understanding that, she's got to be dependent on to do a lot of different things, whether it's facing the basket or backing somebody down. And she's always so coachable, and she done a great job with that. So, and I think they realized that JC and Carson and Maj, all those girls were not going to come, and Katie and all the other girls kind of fed off of those girls. So they are making their place, cementing their place in Caldwell County girls basketball.
Coach, you finished the season at 11-18 on the year. Had a loss in the first round last night, 61-35 to Hopkins Central Lady Storm. But during the pregame last night, we had a chance to talk to Cameron LaGrange, who is the second region player of the year. And she relayed a story to us that I immediately thought of you and your team this season. She says she can remember her 8th grade year of a bunch of inexperienced kids getting put out in the first round of the district tournament. And now, 5 years later, here they are, probably the co-favorites to win this region, not just the district, but the region. So a lot of work went into that. You have a very young squad, just like she had 5 years ago at Madisonville. Tell us some about the growth this year and what you expect year to year with these kids.
Well, starting out like we did this year was I always had faith in them. For a young team to start out like that, it's tough on their psyche. They've got to understand, they had to try to learn and grow and understand that they could do it on their own. I think we got that first win. We could start feeling good about ourselves. We started growing as a team together. We had, like you say, some bumps in the road, but I think once we started getting it together, we started playing better, and we started winning a few ball games. as far as, like I say, that recipe, that we've got to do a lot of fundamental work with our girls. And, that Hopkins Central team, Madisonville team, LaGrange didn't get better not working on her game. They're always working on their game. She works on soccer, she works on her basketball, and that's why she's so good and so talented. That's what makes the players around her so good. So, and Hopkins Central, they got some players that they really play a lot of basketball in the summertime. They're in the gyms, doing open gyms. That's what develops your players, playing in those situations in the summer. Work on your ball handling, different situations. That's what you got to do to make a team better, especially this young team. We tried to emphasize, all the coaches tried to emphasize, once you leave this gym after the last game, basketball shouldn't be over. Even if you're playing another sport, you can always get a basketball and dribble, handle the ball, do stuff like that's what I do with Landon. I said, my son, we work on whatever's in, but basketball is always something he works on as far as ball handling and shooting. But ball handling, Coach K, Duke's famous coach. I'm not a big Duke fan, of course, but I listened to him speak one time, and he said, if your kid or your player can dribble, they're going to play high school basketball, and they're going to be successful. And that's what we're going to be focusing on this summer, this spring, is our ball handling, little things, passing, getting it up the court, making good decisions. Morgan, another freshman, Briley Butts, another freshman, getting ready to speak to Jakaya Copeland here in just a second. She's going to be a junior. She's going to be an important cog in our team. All the experience these girls develop is really going to be key for us.
You're listening to Coach Chuck Mitchell here, joining Bob Hayes and myself on the Athletic Center pregame show. Coach, I want to give you a minute here. I know your staff is going to change between this year and next year with the retirement of Coach Griggs. You've got a couple of other assistant coaches. I want to let you talk a little bit about your staff and what they have done over the course of the season to bring you guys up basically 500 after that start in December, right after Christmas. You got the big win over Mayfield and some pretty good basketball after that point.
Could not have done it without them. They listen to me all the time, and I depend on them so much. Whenever we have a timeout, or I'll text them, or I'll talk to them in person and ask them, what do we need to do here? Every timeout, you'll notice I'm always asking them, because their input is so important. But during practices, huge. Coach Griggs, you're getting ready to talk to her in just a second. She doesn't cut any punches with the kids. She tells them the way it is and what they need to do. I'm definitely going to be missing her next year because she coached the JV, and this is a good thing. She was pretty loud. She could yell stuff when I couldn't get it. I couldn't believe it. So we're going to miss her a lot, just for many different things. And then, Coach Torrey, she'll probably be doing the JV next year. She's so important. She can identify with the kids. She's younger. She knows the game. She can come in and practice with us, and she doesn't mind getting on them and making them get better as well. She's somebody who I think at one point, and I've said this before, is going to be a good coach one day, a good head coach. But I'm really proud of having both of them. Then Coach Ames came in, and she come in, and she was another good player here. She played really well. Before we found out she was going to have a baby, she got to practice with us a lot. So she really got to identify with the kids and help them out from assistant coach. She was really huge helping us this year. So, and I got to mention my wife because she pretty much does it all. She does stats, she'll do the clock, she'll do the book, she'll do whatever is needed to be done. She helps me break down tape. She knows as much about breaking down tape as I do, believe it or not. And I'm a big tape guy. I love to know what we're getting into. So those folks were really huge for me. And I have to go home with Jordan every night. So you know how that is. I better mention her a little bit.
There you go. All vital parts in the wheel that turns Lady Tiger basketball.
Yes, sir.
Coach, want to thank you for coming up and joining us. Looking forward to talking to you in the off season. Maybe get out on the golf course when they reopen that up and get out and hit a few balls this summer. But looking forward to the Lady Tigers next season.
Listen, I'm already thinking about stuff, missing practices and missing the kids. And actually, Jakaya has already talked to me today. She come in and talked to me and told me, this is a good segue for you guys to lead in with her. she come in and said that she is ready to start working. As soon as I'm ready to let her in the gym, she wants to come in and start working on her ball handling, and that's what you got to have to be successful. I want to thank you guys, first of all, for following us all season, ups and downs, good times and bad times. You were always on our side, and believe me, brother, that goes a long way. God bless you both.
God bless you. Thank you.
All of you.
Thank you. There's Chuck Mitchell here on the Athletic Center pregame show. We're going to be joined now by Jakaya Copeland, who's going to slip the headphones on. Jakaya. And Jakaya Copeland joins us here on the Athletic Center pregame show. Jakaya, thanks for coming up tonight. I know a disappointing loss last night, but you did a great job in that game. I think that was one of your better games. Bob and I talked about it in the post game. You're one of our players of the game.
Thank
and
you.
It doesn't take 30 points to be a player of the game. Your defensive effort, your hustle, and your attitude on the court really blossomed. And I think it shown last night in the district tournament as much as it had all year. Your thoughts on last night's game?
It's kind of disappointing when we lose, but if we just go out there and try our hardest, that's all that matters. So, kind of disappointing loss, and missing Paris out there too.
Right.
So, it's kind of hard, but kind of sad we couldn't pull it through.
You're listening to the Athletic Center pregame show on WPKY Princeton. Jakaya, you had a night last night without Paris. It looked like an uphill climb. We kind of forget how young you guys are at times on the court with a lot of freshmen playing. You just being a sophomore, we kind of overlook that at times. But tell us something about the growth of this team from that rough stretch in December to where you were last night.
We just kind of got over the fact that we're young. We're going to have to grow up at some point, so we're just going to have to play with or without Paris. And with her being a senior next year, she won't be here, so we're going to have to step up anyway. So we needed to do that between then and now.
Well, great job last night, Bob.
And Jakaya, the thing that I love to see anybody do, male or female, is what you did under the basket last night. You just cannot be timid under there. That's to be what gave me the edge to have you as one of the co-players of the game. Your ability to rebound and mix it up in there. You just can't be timid, and that's one of the things I know that I know we'll work on this summer is rebounding, getting that power position, and kind of eliminating the jump ball.
Yeah.
And just to go up and put the ball back, see if we can score, see if we can draw the foul. But you didn't shy away from that inside competition last night, and I think that's a huge strength and a plus for your next 2 years in high school.
Thank you.
And I think your shot's getting better too.
Yeah.
I think maybe will you shoot 5,000 shots here this summer? Put the ball up that many times. That is like Coach Mitchell says. First, we want you to be able to dribble superbly. And then we want to work on the other functions of the game. But you're going to be key next year for us.
Thank you.
So and we love to hear you say that you're taking that to heart.
Yeah.
That's big. If you shy away from leadership, you'll never be a leader. That's how that works.
And Jakaya, we'll roll on with the leadership thing a little bit. You're going to be a junior next season, and still a relatively young team's going to be on the court. You're probably going to start a lot of sophomores yourself as a junior, and you've got Med Thomas, Tink Clark, that will just be coming into the high school level next year. So what do you plan to do off the court to make yourself more of a vocal leader on this team, not just working on your skills on the court, but what's it going to take for you and maybe a Katie Smiley or Briley Butts to be leaders on this team from a vocal standpoint in practices and during games?
Well, we know that they look up to us because they're only in middle school, and they just try their hardest, and we just try to encourage them, and we all get together from time to time, so just to become more of a team.
Now, I know she's sitting behind us. Would you like to share your favorite Coach Griggs story from any practice? You don't have to if you don't want to. But.
Me and JJ are pretty close on and off the court. We just have a lot of jokes. I don't really have one favorite one, but.
Well, I know she loves you guys and has a lot of fun with each and every one of you because we talked to her before games quite a bit. And this team has been a joy, I think, for your entire coaching staff.
Yeah.
That's the other thing we like about you, Jakaya, the smile on your face. mean, I think you can accept anything that comes your way when you have a smile on your face.
Yeah.
Not get down in the dumps and pout and just shut everything out. Just be open.
Well, Jakaya, thanks for joining us here tonight on the Athletic Center pregame show. Looking forward to big things out of you guys next year. So work hard over the off season, and we'll see you again probably early December.
Thank you.
That's Jakaya Copeland, sophomore for the Caldwell County Lady Tigers. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll get a chance to talk with retiring assistant head coach J.J. Griggs right after these messages here on the Athletic Center pregame.
Are you ready for a new adventure? Christian Care Communities. It's much more than a safe group of buildings for adults age 62 and older. It's about fellowship with others. At Christian Care Communities, our people are our most precious resource.
Residents here, they're just so good to each other. Our officials, of course, they're my little children now at the age I am. They couldn't be better. And there are buses to take you places, to see things, to do things, to eat.
And so now we have the freedom we still take a lot of road trips, so we just close the door, tell Bruce we're gone, we turn off the water and the pilot light on the hot water tank and just take off, not have to worry about it.
We are about exceeding expectations. Find us on Facebook at Christian Care Communities Hopkinsville and at christiancarecommunities.org.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy offers a wide range of family-friendly classes as well as personal training, yoga, gymnastics, sports training, cardio, and weightlifting. Trilogy has something for everyone. Trilogy now offers an app with online workouts, live classes, nutrition tracking, and more. Search Trilogy Performance Sports in your app store. Use sign-up code 1824. For app info and more, follow them on Facebook.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they're ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the drive-thru. They're offering curbside pickup service as well. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. They appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We're all having to adjust. It's temporary, but in the meantime, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Chick-fil-A of Hopkinsville wants to salute the outstanding achievements of our area student athletes. Each week, a student athlete will be chosen based on academics, athletics, and achievements. Watch for the Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com. Academics, athletics, and achievements. The Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com.
Swing Right Driving Range wants to wish the Tigers all the best. Go Tigers from Swing Right Driving Range.
Welcome back to the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center is your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Whatever the sport, the Athletic Center has you covered from head to toe. Getting set here for the Tigers and the Storm in the second semifinal of the district tournament here at the Cab tonight. In the first game, it was Madisonville Big over Dawson Springs 82-43. They'll advance to the championship game on Friday night at 6 o'clock. And the Tigers and the Storm will battle for that other position here in just about 26 minutes when we tip that one off. Joined now on the Athletic Center pregame show by retiring assistant head coach J.J. Griggs from the Lady Tigers squad. J.J., thanks for coming up tonight.
You're welcome.
I know a tough loss last night. You had your leading scorer and really only senior that plays much out last night in Paris Gray. But it's a team that really came a long way this year, and Coach Mitchell has heaped a lot of credit on yourself, on McKenzie, on Torrey all through the season. Tell us some of your thoughts on last night's game as well as the progress this season.
They did. They came along so well. I'd hated it for Paris. You know, you never want a senior to go out
on a loss, but sure not on a loss where they didn't even get to put in their, little help. But, that was just kind of something you can't do anything about. Her health's important, and she was really sick. So she would have been out there, I know, if she could. And she'd kind of been milking it all. For about 6 weeks she'd been sick. She hadn't been 100%, and she'd get better, and then we wouldn't play, or we'd play and she'd get sick again. So I think it's something she's had for a while. But anyway, the team definitely came along. Everybody kept saying, you're young, you're young. We were young, but I think especially the past 2 weeks, the games that we played the last 2 weeks, you could really tell that they were starting to click a little bit, and all of them had really improved a whole lot. And I appreciate Coach Mitchell for giving me the opportunity to come on board the last 2 years and get back in with basketball. It's been really fun. It's always my first love anyway. I like it better than the other ones I've been involved with, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoy basketball, and those girls mean a lot to me, and it was really fun watching them get better. That was a big part of it.
Well, JJ, obviously we know you're stepping down from your role as an assistant head coach. Does that mean you're also stepping away from the school system?
No, I thought I was going to, but not right now. At least today, that's the answer. I've got my time in. Time will be in after this year, but I think right now I'm just going to hang up the coaching reins for right now. I don't care if I get any credit for anything, so I never toot my own horn, but we were talking about it the other night, and for the past 33 years, I started coaching, or 34, I think I started coaching before I was out of high school. I've coached something at some level for some point without a break, and it's time. I've done my time. I've put my time in. I can remember when my kids were little, even if it was little, but it was Little League or middle school or high school or whatever it might have been, and I had a great time. I like teaching the game to kids, and not necessarily, but we've got some girls that started learning a little bit more about the game, and I think that's kind of my forte a little bit. I may not bring other things. I can't get out there and play with them like Loomis can. Thank goodness for Coach Loomis, because most days we had to have her play, and I'm not good at that, and I never really was that good. I was always on the team to be part of a team. I wasn't the best player around, but I knew how to play. I can tell somebody how to do it. So it's been a good run, and I've had a lot of fun watching girls grow in sports. There's a lot that come with being a part of a team than just winning and losing. It's not fun to lose, but there's a whole lot that comes with that.
Coach, you mentioned being around 30-plus years, 34 years. Bob coached Little League basketball and baseball and been around umpiring for years. I was in Youth Incorporated coaching for 20-something years in soccer associations.
Right.
And then we got to broadcast. It's something in our blood that keeps us around Caldwell County sports.
Agreed.
But tell us something, and I know you get it as much as we do, when you see former players and former students from maybe way back come up and still address you as coach or say something that they remember that maybe you don't remember right off, but it really struck a chord.
Yeah,
with
it means a lot.
sometimes.
We played against Central last night. Their point guard, Brianna Fritz, I coached her in Little League. She went to school in Caldwell County before she went to Central. I coached her mother, Beverly Litchfield, when she was in middle school in Little League. So, I talk to Beverly every time we have a game, and, she appreciates the fact that I, keep encouraging Brianna, even though she's on the other team, and it's just stuff like that. I've just had a lot of kids that now I'm either coaching their kid or I've got their kid in class, and they go, "You don't know my mom?" I'm like, "Yes, I do. I had them in class." So I've been around a while. But that is the fun part of it. They come up to you and, "Do you remember this?" And so I just hope that I've helped them in some way. Like I said, they're getting a lot more out of, and I wish more kids would. I mean, it's a shame that we only had, 2, 4, 6, about 7 legitimate high school players on the actual basketball team. Everybody anymore is worried about, I want my time. They think they should be starting as a freshman. Well, that's not how it goes, and it's not how it should go. And it's definitely how it didn't go when I played. You had to put your time in, and I just think there's a lot of kids out there that don't want to put the time in anymore, and it's really a shame because they get so much out of just being a part of a team and playing that sport and learning that sport. But self-confidence, teamwork, discipline. I mean, there's a lot involved to being on a team that it would be good for kids to learn.
I think you mentioned the two key words, work ethic.
Yes.
And Dennis and I have seen that throughout the last 4 years of Jay Brion.
Oh,
how he's
definitely.
worked and gotten himself to the point where he's dangerous on the basketball floor. Great kid. And that's the thing that when we were coaching Little League, it was thrust upon me by my Little League baseball coach. Get better.
Right.
Whatever you want to do out here, get better at doing it. And, that's it stayed with me. And the ethic passed along by your family, by your brothers and sisters, so on and so forth. That's these girls that are freshmen right now, I think have a lot of that talent, work ethic ability to want to put the work in. So I'd say 2 years from now, we're going to have a really outstanding ladies basketball team.
Yes, I agree.
And that's not discounting next year.
No,
either.
yes, definitely. And you said Jabrion, and I'm just going to toot his horn a little bit because, he has put in the effort and the work on the basketball floor, but he is the president of the student council. He has been the president of his class all through high school. He has almost a 4.0 GPA. He's best all around in Mr. Regent. You can't ask for more out of a kid than Jabrion Splice.
And that's what I love to see in athletes. I preach to my kids. I want to see the report card match up to what you're doing on the field, and it better match up.
And whoever ends up winning the lottery, because that's what I say, from all the offers that he's gotten, somebody's going to win the lottery by getting him.
Oh,
absolutely. Somebody's going to get a steal, absolutely.
Most definitely, because they're getting an all-around great kid.
Well, JJ, any closing remarks that you want to make to anybody in particular, or say anything as your last day as an assistant coach?
I just appreciate the kids. I appreciate Coach Mitchell more than he knows because it just really meant a lot to me to come back to basketball. Of course, last year, I got to do it with my niece, and that was kind of special with JC. And this year I didn't have a dog in the fight. I just got to do it for myself, and that was fun. But he listened to what I say. He took my input. He asked for my opinion. And that meant a lot to me because he knew that I thought at least I knew what I was talking about. But that meant a lot. And, he's a great coach. He's going to build a great program. Everybody's just got to be a little bit patient. He gets into it. Sometimes I got to be there to tell the girls, I promise he's not yelling at you. He's just yelling because he's excited. You just got to get used to it. And they get used to it. And that's good. But he does, he just wants them to excel and win along the way too. But kids don't understand that for coaches, if you'll just give 120%, we don't care if you win or lose. Just go out there and try hard and give it everything you got.
And just to add a final touch to that, I think Coach Mitchell has what I call in a coach excellent peripheral vision at how he handles his assistant coaches and what he wants from them, because nobody has all the answers.
Right.
And he will listen.
He does.
I mean, we've been around him enough to know his makeup, so to speak. So these girls, as you say, sometimes you get yelled at, but you're not. He's not yelling at your character. He's yelling. He's encouraging you to do better and to get better, knowing that you can get better.
Yes, sir, for sure. But it's
been
a good run.
I can still hear the voice of Roy Gene Rogers in the Butler gym as an 8th grader. So,
And
it was all to make me better as a person and not just as a player.
That does carry forward in life too.
It does, most definitely. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all do a great
job. Thanks for coming up.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming up. And here, that's JJ Griggs joining us here on the Athletic Center pregame show as she is retiring as an assistant coach for the Lady Tigers at the conclusion of that game last night. Just about 16 and a half before we tip this one off. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the Tigers as they get ready to take on the Hopkins Central Storm. And I think we have a much better injury report to bring to you in the next set. So looking forward to that. Stay tuned. This is the Athletic Center pregame show on WPKY.
Fortner Gas Company has been serving the propane needs of Western Kentucky for 70 years. You'll find offices in Princeton and Cadiz. They're your local and family-owned propane supplier. Browse their website to discover the many services and products available. You can shop in person or online, and they can answer any and all questions in person or on the phone. If they're already your propane supplier, they say thank you. If they're not, they would love to be. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Pennyroyal Hospice is offering a free service to those who may not yet be ready for hospice care. Hospice Executive Director Kelly Martin explains.
And transitions is for those folks that are not quite hospice appropriate or not ready for hospice just because they're not ready to just embrace the fact that terminal illnesses come and life is limited. So we have a bridge for people who are not there yet, who may still be receiving different types of treatments, who may have a chronic illness that just won't go away, but it's frustrating and they're trying to navigate the healthcare system.
Transitions is a free, non-medical, professionally managed program providing services to individuals and families coping with a chronic or terminal diagnosis. Transitions offers emotional support as well as case management for clients and caregivers alike. Find out what Transitions can do for you. Contact Pennyroyal Hospice through Facebook or learn more at pennyroyalhospice.com.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy offers a wide range of family-friendly classes as well as personal training, yoga, gymnastics, sports training, cardio, and weightlifting. Trilogy has something for everyone. Trilogy now offers an app with online workouts, live classes, nutrition tracking, and more. Search Trilogy Performance Sports in your app store. Use sign-up code 1824. For app info and more, follow them on Facebook.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they're ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the drive-thru. They're offering curbside pickup service as well. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. They appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We're all having to adjust. It's temporary, but in the meantime, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's.
With YourSportsEdge.com, you get more coverage of your favorite teams, athletes, and sports.
Lets me know the student as a whole person.
With no page limits or subscription fees ever.
It means exposure for the local high school athlete.
A new look and a new feel, no matter where you are.
Even if I'm out of town, I have it on my phone.
It's always available right at your fingertips.
Round-the-clock coverage of local athletes.
High school sports coverage the way it's supposed to be.
I love what they did with the website.
Download the free app now. YourSportsEdge.com.
Bradley Furniture wishes all the Tigers good luck this season.
And welcome back into the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center is your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Whatever the sport, the Athletic Center has you covered from head to toe. 13 minutes before we tip this one off between the Tigers and the Storm, Dennis Stevens and Bob Hayes here with you courtside. Bob, we appreciate the folks that came up on the pregame show earlier. Coach Mitchell, Jakaya Copeland, J.J. Griggs. It would be fun to just do an interview show because it's always good to talk to folks around Caldwell County athletics. And tonight, we appreciate those guys coming up as well.
It's just easy to do that, Dennis, with somebody you know, somebody you respect, and somebody who has the program at heart, the players and the coaches. So it was fun to do that.
Big game here tonight as Caldwell County takes on Hopkins Central. Packed house in the lower arena, a lot of seats filled in the upper. We've got the Crazies, every seat taken. They also have the ESPN desk across the way as 3 or 4 of the guys over there have the headsets on, getting ready to carry on a tradition of doing that in the district tournament. So a fun night here as both teams out on the floor warming up. Referees are talking to Coach K and also Coach Fralix at midcourt. These two teams have met twice already this year, Bob. We talked a little bit about that about 30 minutes ago, but Caldwell County has beaten Central twice this season, 70-60 at Morton's Gap, 76-65 here in Princeton. So neither game a runaway. Those games Caldwell County kind of iced away later in the contest at the free throw line and was able to come away with 2 impressive wins, but still a lot of points in both of those games scored.
There were a lot of points, and it looks to me like it's going to be an up-tempo game again tonight, Dennis. And we had mentioned earlier about the 8th leading scorer in the state being from Hopkins County Central, that being Marcus Eves. In the early game on January the 17th, he had 21 points. In the latter game, about 11 days later, 33 points. So 54 points from that young man, and we better know where he is when he has the basketball, even when he does not have the basketball.
And then on the other side of the court, we have this year's second region player of the year in Jabrion Spikes, 3rd in the state in scoring, averaging almost 31 points a game right now. So that's a big matchup between those two, but there are a lot of other players on both sides of the basketball that's going to contribute tonight to make this a whale of a semifinal game. And starting for Caldwell County might be a player we haven't mentioned in some time. We don't know if he's going to play, if he's going to start, how much he's going to play. But in uniform and doing warm-ups, Colin Whittington.
And let's go ahead and get that worked in right now, Dennis, with our broadcast. The injury reports brought to us by Caldwell Medical Center. Caldwell Medical Center Associates Orthopedic Clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care to get you back on the field. Our skilled team of providers have the experience and knowledge to treat and diagnose a wide range of orthopedic services. Caldwell Medical Associates is a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics and wish to say go Tigers. And as we have mentioned, all the Tigers are in uniform tonight. Colin Whittington is dressed, looking to me like effortlessly out there, Dennis, but we won't know his role tonight until we certainly hear the starting lineups. And then if he's not in the starting lineup, how much the team will want to play him tonight.
You can look down at Colin and see a pretty thick sock on that ankle that he injured about, Bob, 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks ago that he's been out.
It might be a skinny sock and about a ½ inch of tape on there.
Yeah, a lot of tape or one of those bulky braces under that sock, but at least on the floor. So that's a plus for Caldwell County, even from a confidence standpoint, that they have him back out on the floor. He's a big part of this team. But in his absence, this team has really found a way to win ball games, found a way to come together, and they've gotten, I think, tighter as a unit in the absence of Whittington, just out of necessity. You've got players like Xavier Bumpus and Dewey Riley really doing a great job on the boards for Caldwell County.
We have a lot of players that can step up at any moment. Back in that early game with Hopkins County Central, in that game, Jay Brion had 25 points, but chipping in with 24 that night was Colin Whittington. So we've got guys that have stepped up repeatedly down the stretch, like D-Man Thompson in the latter of the Hopkins County Central game where Jay Brion had 29. D-Man Thompson had 20. So we've got 3, 4, 5 guys that pick up the slack really well.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that with some of the players over the course of the season. It's not just Jay Brion. Jay Brion's going to get his night in and night out. That's how hard he works. And he puts up a quiet 25 to 30 some nights. But you've got another bunch of kids, you never know who it's going to be. It might be D-Man Thompson. It might be Xavier Bumpus. It might be Colin Whittington. You can't rule out Carter Whittington, who sometimes we overlook. One of the scrappiest point
Dewey
guards.
Riley, who has had some good games down the stretch here, rebound-wise and scoring-wise. So they complement Jay Brion really well, and Jay Brion being such a team player, is we don't keep assists, but I'm sure he's averaging 3-4 assists a game because he gives the ball up willingly and to anybody that's open.
And let's talk a little bit about Carter Whittington, go back to him. He doesn't get a lot of the spotlight. He runs the team well at that point guard spot, and he's one of the scrappiest defensive players on the Tigers all season long. If you want to go to a fight, you want to take Carter Whittington.
Absolutely, and Carter is seemingly always in that 3, 4, 5 rebound per game, where being little, you wouldn't expect a guard like that to get those many rebounds, but Carter in one of the games with Hopkins Central this year had 10 points and runs the team extremely well, handles the ball really well, and is a defensive specialist.
He is a big part of this basketball team, no doubt. I'm trying to find his rebounds per game, Bob, real quick. Let's see. Carter Whittington averaging 3 rebounds a game on the season, and that's big from that point guard spot because that gets you that many extra possessions a game. And he's just a player that will give everything he's got game in and game out. We love watching him play.
He is. We've got. It's really been a fun team to watch this year, Dennis. That's been our joy sitting up here calling these games, and that you just see a team put together really well and believing in each other.
Looking forward to this one as the 18-10 Tigers take on the 13-11 Hopkins Central Storm. We're going to take our final break here on the Athletic Center pregame show. When we come back, we will have the prayer before the ball game, also the starting lineups and the opening tip. All of that still to come here on your home for Tiger basketball, 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Are you struggling to afford health care medications? Let Health First help you. Whether you are insured, uninsured, or underinsured, you will still be cared for at Health First Community Health Center. We offer financial and prescription assistance to all those that qualify, which is based on income and household size. Contact our office at 1-877-667-7017 for more information, or visit our website, healthfirstchc.net. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. At Health First, your health is our first concern.
Enjoy your favorite Mexican food at La Potosina Mexican Restaurant. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m., offering up all your favorite authentic Mexican dishes for lunch and dinner. Now you pair your favorite meal with your favorite margarita. Enjoy dining in or call in for carryout. Call 270-365-3848 to place your order. They appreciate your business and are ready to serve you in a safe atmosphere. That's La Potosina Mexican Restaurant,
Princeton and Marion.
Caldwell Medical Associates' new Katawa Orthopedic Clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care. Our team of medical professionals can diagnose and treat a wide range of orthopedic care and get you back on the path to a happier, healthier you. Whether you need basic fracture care or osteoporosis management, a sports physical, or back pain treatment, we've got you covered. To learn more or to schedule an appointment with an orthopedic provider, visit caldwellmedical.com.
With YourSportsEdge.com, you get more coverage of your favorite teams, athletes, and sports.
Lets me know the student as a whole person.
With no page limits or subscription fees ever.
It needs exposure for the local high school athlete.
A new look and a new feel, no matter where you are.
Even if I'm out of town, I have it on my phone.
It's always available right at your fingertips.
Round-the-clock coverage of local athletes.
High school sports coverage the way it's supposed to be.
I love what they did with the website.
Download the free app now. YourSportsEdge.com.
Community Medical Clinic is excited to cheer on the Tigers all season long. Go Tigers from Community Medical Clinic.
Back to the cab as we wrap up the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center is your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Whatever the sport, the Athletic Center has you covered from head to toe. Just over 3 minutes to go before we tip this one off. Time now for tonight's prayer before the game. Holy God, thank you for another night at the gym. We ask that you protect each student in ways they never thought possible.
And further, Lord, we ask you to give comfort to those people suffering from COVID, comfort to those people who have died from COVID and their families that are grieving for them. We also ask you to give courage to the victims of the recent tornado and those families that lost loved ones during that storm. We ask you to give courage and sportsmanship to the players, patience and understanding to the coaches, wisdom and knowledge to the game officials, and lastly, peace to us all. We ask these things in your precious name. Amen.
Amen. Great crowd on hand tonight here in the second night of the 7th District Tournament. Upper deck across the way, Bob, pretty full. We got a little pep band action going on as well, but the stands are about 50% full upstairs. Downstairs,
it's 100% downstairs
open.
and 100% under us.
Absolutely.
And probably 50% behind us. A great crowd tonight.
A big turnout as Caldwell County gets to host the district tournament this season. Championship game for the boys is going to be Friday night at 6 o'clock. Madisonville's already punched their ticket as they defeated Dawson Springs 82-43. The girls matchup for the district championship is Thursday night at 6. That will be between Madisonville and Hopkins Central as both of those teams advanced last night with wins.
And it's the band. You can hear the band in the background. It's the only band that's here. And while we've got time, we want to let the fans out there know that first quarter tonight is going to be sponsored by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. It's located next to the bowling alley here in Princeton. Beautiful furniture, baby furniture, gifts and registry, home decor, boutique clothes and accessories. Stop in and see Pam. Pam's got a lot of inventory in that store out there. Cozy Living, everything a home should be.
And the first, or the tip-off tonight, I started to do Cozy Living again, Bob. We like them so much, let's do them twice. Tip-off tonight is brought to you by Travis Construction and Concrete. Travis Construction and Concrete for your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and more. Good luck, Tigers and Lady Tigers, and here's to building a successful year from Travis Construction and Concrete.
We appreciate Travis Construction and Concrete, and we know those people are going to be busy here over the next 18, now up to maybe 24 months from now.
Right.
With all the concrete work that needs to be done and getting a lot of these houses rebuilt, repositioned, so to speak, or repaired, whatever the case may be.
Looking forward to getting underway with that, as well as this game. Hopkins Central coached by former Tiger star Michael Fralix, and so that means you'll see a lot of Fralix in the stands tonight as I look up and see not only Barry Fralix but Caden Fralix back at Caldwell County in the gym tonight. Caden started here just a year or two ago for Caldwell County. Time now for the starting lineups for tonight's game. Or are they going to do the academic? This is the academic all-district team for both squads. And they will go through all of Hopkins Central first. And sometimes we forget that they have a big load as far as being a student and the time that they have to put into being cheerleaders and basketball players as well, Bob. That takes a lot of extra time. So we tip our hats to everybody making this all-district academic team here tonight.
Absolutely. You just don't go to school. I just gets on me that people don't take advantage of their school life and try to get better, learn what they need to learn to better themselves in future life. Just about all. And Hopkins Central brings a bevy of cheerleaders as well as our Caldwell County cheerleaders.
Yeah, and that's a group that we want to take the time to mention here. We don't talk about them as much as we probably should, but a great group of young ladies cheering for Caldwell County this season. Some of the flips that they do and things that they can do on the court just amazes me that they can do that and still pop up. I would hate to, if I did that, I would have tripped and fell down the bleachers to accomplish what they're doing out on the court, Bob, because they are a talented bunch here at Caldwell County, and we appreciate those young ladies.
Yeah, and we certainly applaud the efforts of the basketball players who have made the academic honor roll. Our cheerleaders are being introduced.
And they are coming out. Coach Wayne McGowan presenting certificates for the all-district academic team. Checking out the guys over at the ESPN desk, Bob. I hope we're getting a shot of that, Bryce, on the guys at the corner of the crazies section across the way.
Do you know anybody that may be behind the booth over there, Dennis?
It looks like I know Dyer there on the end. I can't really make out. Maybe Bryce can fill us in a little bit later. He's going to put the headphones on and introduce these guys.
That would be Billy Wallace, Graydon Miller, Ethan Ward, and Gabe Dyer.
Okay.
And now Caldwell County's basketball players making the academic all-district team. Hammett, Englebright, Carnahan, Rowland, Spikes. As JJ said, almost a 4.0 student. Thompson.
D-Man Thompson, good, excellent student.
Blake Viverette, Carter Whittington, Colin Whittington, and you know there's some competition there as well with those two guys, not only on the court but off the court as well.
Now looking at Colin, he's got something blue halfway up to his knee. He's got something white, which I would think would be tape. He's well protected tonight.
Yeah, I don't know how many minutes he's going to get. I'm not sure he's going to be in basketball shape being off 3 weeks, but hopefully we'll see a few minutes out of him during the game tonight.
And coming out, being introduced first for Hopkins County Central is number 4, Tyler Shadrick. Number 15 is Lincoln Elliott. Oh, these are the non-starters, Dennis.
And Bob, we were getting a note from the truck that maybe yesterday was A.J. Hollowell's birthday. If so, then happy birthday. And if not, what can you do if that's the worst you do tonight? And wish somebody a happy birthday when it's not. That will still be fine. So,
absolutely.
AJ, if that was your birthday, happy birthday.
And now the non-starters for the Tigers. And Colin Whittington will not get the start tonight.
And not a surprise, really, because this team has 5 starters that's played the last 6 or 7 games, maybe 8 games. So I don't think Coach K would interrupt that for just a very few minutes out of Colin. Maybe this game is more just to work him back in should Caldwell County advance to Friday night.
Absolutely.
And the starting lineup tonight for that, I'll turn it over to Bob Hayes.
Thank you, Dennis. And for Hopkins Central, number 3, Marcus Eves. Number 5 is Trevor Weldon. Number 10 is Drake Skeen. Number 20, Wesley Morris. Number 23 is Namori Hall. And now the starters for the Tigers. Coming out first is Levy Bumpus coming out first. Next up, number 4, Jabrion Spikes. And Carter Whittington, the third Tiger to be introduced. Number 11 is Dewey Riley. And number 24, D-Man Thompson. And the teams are on the floor. The cheerleaders are clearing the floor.
And Bob, a tradition that goes back at least 40 years that I know of, as the Crazies always turn their back. That student section turns their back in district play on the introduction of the starting lineup for the opposing team.
Or puts the newspapers up in front of their face.
Up. Yeah, we've done that years and years ago.
And the jump circle official is moving to the center circle. We'll have basketball action here shortly, and for the call here in the first quarter, Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob Hayes. Getting ready for this one. It's going to be a fun one. Tip controlled by Central, but tapped away. Early turnover by Hopkins Central. Just 4 seconds into the game. Spikes back the other way for Caldwell County. Caldwell in the home white uniforms, going left to right on your radio dial. Early 3 by Xavier Bumpus off the mark. Rebound comes down to Central. Central has Marcus Eves with the basketball. That's their leading scorer, number 8 in the state. He'll be guarded closely by Jabrion Spikes. Eves back with it. 3 on the way is good. And there's going to be a little conversation. I thought he had a toe on the line. I think they're going to check and see the officials getting together to see if it was a 3 or whether it was a long 2, because the defense from Jabrion Spikes was right on him. And a little bit more discussion going on. They haven't put anything on the board as of yet. Oh, it was a possession arrow conversation, but it was a long 2. So Eves with a long 2. Hopkins Central with the early lead. Just underway here at the cab. Carter Whittington brings it up for Caldwell County.
Looks like Jabrion is maybe 2 men on him a little bit.
Down low to Riley. Back out front. Bumpus gave up the 3. Drove. Has it knocked away in the lane. Quick outlet pass. It's going to be a slam on the other end by number 20, Wesley Morris. And a quick 4-0 lead for Hopkins Central. And they are, Bob, they are going to do triangle and 2. Into the corner it goes to Bumpus. Bumpus pulled the 3 back, gets it over to Whittington. Into the corner it goes, D-Man Thompson. Pulls up on the baseline, back out to Whittington. Over to Thompson in the corner, back to Carter Whittington. Underneath, Riley up, shot no good. Some contact, no call. And Central with the basketball on the rebound. About a minute and a half gone here in the first quarter. Caldwell County's Spikes knocks it away from Eves. Eves actually slipped. I thought Jay Brown was going to go in and try for the tie-up. Went for the swat at it and knocked it out of bounds into the Crazies. So Central will put it in play. Out to number 5, Trevor Weldon. Weldon, a good shooting guard. Down to Hall. Hall back out to Morris, back to Hall. Little dump pass inside, but a charge as getting position underneath was Dewey Riley. Riley drew the charge on Namari Hall.
Actually, the foul was on Wesley Morris.
On the pass, okay.
but it'd be okay if Namari Hall picks up about 3 fouls here in the first quarter.
Yeah, we like for all of them to pick up about 3 early. First foul of the ball game. That does go on Wesley Morris. Jabrion Spikes at half court. Goes off a screen, spins it out to Bumpus. Bumpus over to Whittington. Whittington drives, cut off by Weldon. Back out to Bumpus. Bumpus into the corner. Carter Whittington drives baseline off the glass. No good. Rebound put back up and in by Dewey Riley. Quickly up the court is Weldon for Hopkins Central. Over to Hall. Hall has it knocked away from him by Dewey Riley. Some hustle play by Riley. The possession stays with Hopkins Central, out of bounds off of Riley. They want to get it into Eves, guarded closely by Spikes. They have to go down to Weldon in the left corner. Weldon dribbles back out to Eves. Eves near midcourt. Looks to go to the right side. Spikes on him. They kick it back across number 10. Skeen with the jumper short. Spikes with the rebound quickly up the court. Spikes drives the lane, runner up and in. Jabrion Spikes ties it up at 4 with about 5:20 left to play in the first quarter. Whittington knocks it loose, comes up with the steal. They get it into the hands of Spikes. Spikes pulls up on the left wing, has it knocked away by Skeen. Skeen brings it down for Hopkins Central. Both teams looking good defensively. Shot up, no good. Blocked out is Hopkins Central as Carter Whittington had great position. Outlet pass to Bumpus. Bumpus goes up for a shot off the left block, no good, but he's fouled on the play, and he'll get 2 Goodwin Insurance free throws in a fast-paced first quarter. That foul is on Namari Hall. And Bumpus will have 2 Goodwin Insurance free throws. First one up and rattles off the front of the rim. Goodwin Insurance is your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Contact Goodwin Insurance for a free quote. Clayton Hook into the ball game for Hopkins Central as Drake Skeen goes to the bench. Second free throw is good. Caldwell County's first lead of the night comes with 4:50 left in the first quarter. Marcus Eves has the basketball left side near midcourt. Over to number 20, Morris. Morris back to Eves. Eves now on the right wing. Little hedge out front by Riley. He's got to give it up to Hook. Hook over to Weldon. Weldon wants to drive on Thompson. Back over to Hook. Kicks it into the corner to Morris. Morris goes into the lane. Partially blocked. Ball loose. Bumpus comes up with it. Caldwell wants to run. Bumpus all the way off the glass and in. Xavier Bumpus with some fine ball handling skills.
Really good acrobatic shot then.
Jumper no good, high for the board. Dewey Riley playing possessed tonight, Bob. This is the most energy that I think we've seen Dewey have all season. Into the corner for 3. Xavier Bumpus, Little Caesars Pizza three-pointer, and a 10-0 run by Caldwell County has the crowd coming alive. Little Caesars Pizza, home of the 5:55 hot and ready and the 6:55 extra most bestest. Eves wants to go off a Hall screen, drives into the lane, kicks it out to Weldon for 3. No good off the front of the rim. Central's Hook with the rebound, gets it back out to Weldon. Weldon over to Morris. He'll try an open 3. No good. Block out and position by Jabrion Spikes. Goes up over Eves for the rebound. Spikes, long 3, no good. Namari Hall taps it over to Weldon for the rebound. It's Wesley Morris with the basketball for Central. Morris, one of 4 Storm players to score average in double figures, as Morris has a 12-point-a-game average. Coach Fralix calls the play in. It's going to be Eves now guarded by Bumpus, top of the key. Eves, jump stop in the lane, up, no good. And pulling the ball away was Spikes. Whistle blows, and a late whistle at that. Spikes looked around, knew he was fouled, waiting for somebody to call it. And Marcus Eves picks up the foul on Jabrion Spikes, trying to rip that basketball away off the rebound.
Team third for Hopkins Central. Caldwell County with no fouls yet.
2:40 left in the first quarter. This one is flying by. Into the corner it goes on the left side. D-man Thompson. Thompson skips it over to Bumpus. Bumpus head fake, drives baseline, kicks it back out into the corner. An open three for Whittington's good. Little Caesars Pizza three-pointer. And a 13-0 run gets a timeout call from Coach Fralix. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, John, as we'll tell the folks about our timeout sponsors this season. But Caldwell County fell behind 4-0 and now lead this one 13-4.
And Dennis, our timeout sponsor, is brought to us tonight by Madisonville Community College. Madisonville Community College is much more than buildings and programs. It is a community where students find confidence, collaboration, compassion, and success. Let them help you build a better life. So congratulations to Madisonville Community College for being a supporter of these broadcasts this year. Caldwell County, as Dennis has mentioned, on a 13-0 run after Hopkins Central opens the game 4-0. It's been all Caldwell County since.
We're scoring the ball well, Bob, but the play of Dewey Riley is impressive on the boards right now.
Hopkins County to inbound the ball for the call. Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Over on the right side, it goes to Skeen back in the ball game. Now it's Hall way out front. Riley's going to back off of him way out that far. Eves gets the basketball, has to go over to Skeen. Skeen, a long three from the left side. No good. Ball tapped out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Hopkins Central. Although the Crazies do not agree with the call, Central will put it in play. Morris gets it into Weldon. Weldon has D-man Thompson chasing him along the right side. Open in the corner is going to be Morris. Morris almost has it knocked away, puts the shot up off the left block, no good. And it's going to be Eves with the rebound, goes back up, and he's going to be fouled. Whittington picks up his first foul, but they're going to call that one on the floor.
Team first for Caldwell County.
Putting it in play will be Wesley Morris. Morris looking for somebody to get it into, about to run out of time, and a 5-second call. Wesley Morris could not find anybody to get it in, and Coach Fralix not happy with that.
3 turnovers for Hopkins Central. Caldwell County with 2 so far tonight.
Central's going to go back in that 2-3 zone now. They opened up in that triangle and 2, trying to stop Jabrion. Now Jabrion, nice dish in the lane. Dewey Riley. Jabrion up in the air when he let that pass go, Bob.
Nice, and another assist for Jabrion.
And good awareness by Dewey Riley not to expect him to go up for the shot. Driving the baseline and traveling is going to be Morris. Another turnover, Hopkins Central. 1:20 left in the first quarter. Caldwell County storming out in this one, pardon the pun, 15-4 early. Jabrion Spikes, a long 3 from the left wing, no good. Weldon with the board for Hopkins Central. Marcus Eves back the other way, over to Weldon, top of the key. Weldon pulls up his dribble, tries to get it to Eves, finally does. Eves, jump stop in the lane, jumper no good. Riley with another rebound, knocked away by Namari Hall.
Dewey Riley with 3 boards here so far in the first quarter, as well as Jabrion.
Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Caldwell County looking very good defensively. I mean, they are just everywhere a Central player goes, there's a white jersey. 3 off the mark by Spikes, rebounded in the corner by Skeen. Quick outlet pass down to Eves. Eves off the glass and good. Eves got behind the Caldwell County defense. And good awareness by Weldon to get it to him. 15-6, half a minute to play in the first quarter. Jabrion Spikes with the basketball on the right side, a little clear out. Spikes in the lane, spin move off the glass and in. 17-6 Tigers, 14 seconds left. Marcus Eves brings it up. He'll be met by Jabrion Spikes at midcourt. Eves looking for a screen from Hall. Eves off the screen, drives into the lane, up and in. And the horn will sound before Caldwell County can get another one up. After one, 17-8, Caldwell County back after this.
Life is filled with moments. Moments we share with those we love, worry about, and strive to protect the most. At Woodman Life, we provide life insurance and retirement products to help protect you and your family so that you can enjoy all the moments to come.
This is Josh Ray, your local Woodman Life agent. Come see us at 1009 West Main Street or give us a call at 365-6111.
Certain eligibility and age restrictions apply. Woodman of the World Life Insurance Society, Omaha, Nebraska.
Chick-fil-A of Hopkinsville wants to salute the outstanding achievements of our area student athlete. Each week, a student athlete will be chosen based on academics, athletics, and achievements. Watch for the Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com. Academics, athletics, and achievements at Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com.
Cozy Living Interior and Boutique, cheering on all Tiger athletes.
And we're back here at the cab for the second quarter, brought to us by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. Stop in and see Pam. A lot of inventory in the store. It's still February. Sales galore. Springtime coming up. So see Pam and see what kind of discounts that she has for you. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. Caldwell County to inbound it to start the second quarter for the call. Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Into the game for the first time in a long time. Colin Whittington checks in. Spikes, top of the key. Three is good. Little Caesars Pizza, three-pointer. And I can't believe they leave Jabrion that wide open. 20-8 is your score as we start the second quarter. Morris, three from the corner, no good. Eves with the rebound. Ball comes loose. Eves is going to be fouled on the floor.
The foul is on number 4,
Jabrion Spikes picks up his first. Caldwell in the midst of a 20-4 run right now. They're going to wipe up some of the moisture. And I'm sure somebody will step on this and
oh my goodness,
on the towel, Bob, and get it all.
Where was that player the other night that actually got down on his hands and knees and cleaned it up?
It's going to be Morris to put it in play. Into Eves. Eves has Bumpus on him, up off the glass and in. Marcus Eves is a player, Bob. If you let penetrate inside the lane that deep, he's going to make that shot most of the time.
Pretty deadly inside, that's for sure, Dennis.
2-3 zone by Central on the other end. Not quite a minute gone in the second quarter. Spikes with the basketball over to Carter Whittington. Gets it to his brother Colin. Colin returning off of that ankle injury suffered about 3.5 weeks ago. Gets it back to Carter. Carter drives the lane. Reach-in foul is going to be called. I think they got number 10, Drake Skeen.
Foul is on number 10, Drake Skeen, his first.
Team fourth.
Ball comes into Bumpus. Bumpus underneath, tried to feed it to Riley. A lot of traffic in there. Picked off by Hopkins Central. They're quickly the other way. Skeen drives left side, shot up, no good. And Colin Whittington is going to be called for a push foul up under. As he got up under Reese Belt.
Carter's. Collington's first, team third.
Central to put it in play underneath their own basket. Morris gets it in to Eves. Eves drives, misses a little layup, puts the shot back up and in, and the foul. Got to find a way to keep that kid out of the block area. Dewey Riley with the foul. Both teams now with 4 fouls here in the first half. 6:45 to play in the half. 20-12. Caldwell County with the lead. They've led by as many as 12. Marcus Eves at the line to try to convert the three-point play and does. Coming in for Central is Trayvon Jones. Coming out is going to be Skeen. We'll see what Central sets up in defensively. Looks like they're going more man-to-man. Third different defense they have played against the Tigers already in this one. It's Colin Whittington with the basketball. Pulls up his dribble near midcourt, gets it to Spikes. Spikes dribbles top of the key, pulls back out, Now it's a mismatch with Namari Hall. Hall gives him the three off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Weldon. Caldwell County back much better defensively. Weldon with the basketball, drives, left-hand shot up and in over Dewey Riley. And Central on a bit of a run now as they've scored the last 7. 20-15 with 6 minutes and some change left in the first half. Carter Whittington, top of the key, drives into the lane, shot up, no good. Namari Hall knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay Tiger basketball with 5:56 to play in the half. Not a game for the timid, Bob, on this one. You've got to get up and down that court, and you're going to have to rebound the ball well.
You're right, Dennis, and when you rebound, you're going to have to be physically strong with the ball, or it'll get taken away from you.
Jabrion Spikes will throw it in for Caldwell County. Tosses it out to Dewey Riley. Riley will hand off to Whittington, back out to Spikes on the wing. Now back to a 2-3 zone is Central. Spikes on the right side on the wing. He's going to have Morris come out to challenge him. A kick out, open three on the way. Carter Whittington, no good. And a foul called underneath. And they're going to get Dewey Riley with his second. You're not going to go over Namari Hall and get a rebound. You're going to have to put a body in front of him and push him backwards. And Riley tried to go over the top and commits his second foul of the ball game. It's Weldon on the right wing. Back to Hall, top of the key. Hall looks it over. Wants to get Eves on the screen. Spike stays with him. He'll step back for a three. No good. Ball, long rebound picked up by Weldon. Past the free throw line, drives it in with a runner and makes it 20-17 with just over 5 minutes to play in the first half. A 9-0 run by Central. Xavier Bumpus drives left side off the glass and in. Finally drops and the foul. Breaks that run by Central. And Bumpus will get a Goodwin Insurance free throw to try to cap off a three-point play.
And the foul is on Namari Hall, his second.
Madisonville Community College timeout on the court. Tigers by 5. Back after this.
Hey, Pennyrile Electric members, you know what time it is? It's a perfect time to update your account information with Pennyrile Electric. By updating your information, you ensure that Pennyrile Electric can provide you the very best in customer service, just the way you've come to expect it. Plus, you'll automatically be eligible to win one of several amazing prizes. Update your account information right now from your phone or computer at precc.com. That's precc.com. Or stop by any of our Pennyrile Electric locations.
1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Princeton. Proud supporter of Tiger Sports, Big John's Barbecue says, "Go Tigers."
Yeah, we're back here at the Cab. 4:59 to play in the second quarter. Xavier Bumpus at the line to complete the A1. And for the call, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Goodwin Insurance free throw. Contact Goodwin Insurance anytime for a free quote. Free throw by Bumpus up, rattles in. That was halfway down, came back out. Central with the rebound, and Eves to bring it up the court for the Storm. Eves wants to go off a screen. Now it's a switch off as D-Man Thompson has Eves. Eves drives, kicks it into the corner, and out of bounds. That was Trayvon Jones, couldn't handle the pass. Goes into the crazies on the far side. I think that was Jakaya Copeland with the reception across the way for Caldwell County.
Hopkins Central's 5th turnover of the half. Caldwell County still with only 3.
Spikes brings it across, man-to-man this time down the court for Central. Spikes gets into the lane, kicks it over to Bumpus. Bumpus drives, dishes off. D-Man Thompson off the glass, no good. Thompson gets his own rebound, back off the glass and in. And the foul off the Farmers Bank shot. Good work on the boards by D-Man Thompson. Puts it back up off the glass, and that is a Farmers Bank shot. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, home of the Tiger debit card, the card that gives back to future athletes of Caldwell County.
D-Man with a chance to have an and one here.
Everybody that's played that 3, 4, and 5 position for Caldwell County tonight has really hit the boards hard. Free throw missed. Bumpus with the rebound, goes back up, misses the putback, and it's Belt with the rebound for Hopkins Central. They'll get it into the hands of Weldon. Picked up at half court by Bumpus. 4:08 to play in the first half. Weldon looks it over, pulls up his dribble underneath to Belt. High off the glass, no good. Eves rebound up and in. Caldwell County having trouble finding number 3, and that's a player you've got to know where he's at all times.
So far, Eves with 13 points in the game so far, 13 of the 19.
Spikes free throw line high, working on Eves. Kicks it into the corner. Open 3, Bumpus off the back of the rim, no good. Spikes with the rebound. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to stay Caldwell County. Coach Fralick's wanting a travel on Bumpus. Coach K, I think, wanting a foul on Hopkins Central, but it's going to be out of bounds off the team in red, and Caldwell County will put it in play with Spikes. Spikes to D-Man Thompson. 3. We're going to call that a 2.
They're going to give him a 2 on that.
Toe on the line. 26-19 is your score. 3:20 left to go in the first half. Weldon drives off a good screen. Left-hand shot no good, but up with the putback is number 3, Marcus Eves. Blake Viverette set to check in at the next opportunity. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Tigers by 5. Spikes left side handoff to Bumpus. Bumpus pulls up his dribble, gets it to Carter Whittington. Over to Collin. Collin working on scheme, gets it back to Carter. Over to Collin, thought about a long 3. Instead, we'll take it top of the key to Bumpus. Bumpus drives, dish off. D-Man Thompson just hammered on the shot. He'll have 2 free throws coming up. Good dish. I mean, we've seen some pretty passes in that paint tonight, Bob, by Caldwell County. Reese Belt commits the foul, his first.
And he didn't get fouled by 1 man, Dennis.
Yeah.
He got fouled by 2 men.
Yeah, he could actually shoot 4 free throws. There was 2 fouls on the play. Thompson makes the first. Carter Whittington out. Blake Viverette into the ball game for the Tigers.
D-Man hitting his first one.
Thompson been shooting well from the line as of late. 2:40 left to go in the first half. Second one up and in. 28-21. Tigers have led by as many as 12 and trailed by as many as 4 early on. It was Central 4-0 out of the gate. Marcus Eves on the right wing to Morris, top of the key to Weldon, left side. Weldon lobs underneath, looking for Morris, stolen away by Spikes. Spikes dribbles off his heel, the ball picked up by Thompson. He'll get it across half court. Over to Colin Whittington for 3, no good. Eves with the board for Central. Eves is going to curl it back out, dump it into the corner. Central got away with a walk. 3 is good by Drake Skeen. Xavier Bumpus will try to answer on the other end and does. Little Caesars Pizza, 3-pointer. Xavier Bumpus, and that was from way downtown. Marcus Eves with the basketball. Spikes on him. Eves drives down the baseline. Has it knocked away into the hands of Belt. Puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound again. Has it knocked away. Spikes comes up with it. And a push underneath as Spikes got it. Was knocked out of bounds.
And Marcus Eves with his second foul.
Spikes will walk to the other end of the court and have a 1-and-1. 31-24 with 1:35 left in the first half. Coach Fralick's questioning that call on the other end with the near side official. Jabrion at the line for Caldwell County. Great crowd on hand. The biggest crowd we've seen by far this season at the Cab.
I think the top section across from us, Dennis, maybe 90% full now.
Free throw off the mark. And a Madisonville Community College timeout on the court 1:34 left in the half. 31-24 Tigers. Back after this.
Caldwell Medical Associates' new Katawa Orthopedic Clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care. Our team of medical professionals can diagnose and treat a wide range of orthopedic care and get you back on the path to a happier, healthier you. Whether you need basic fracture care or osteoporosis management, a sports physical, or back pain treatment, we've got you covered. To learn more or to schedule an appointment with an orthopedic provider, visit caldwellmedical.com.
With YourSportsEdge.com, you get more coverage of your favorite teams, athletes, and sports.
Lets me know the student as a whole person.
With no page limits or subscription fees ever.
It means exposure for the local high school athlete.
A new look and a new feel, no matter where you are.
Even if I'm out of town, I have it on my phone.
It's always available right at your fingertips.
Round-the-clock coverage of local athletes.
High school sports coverage the way it's supposed to be.
I love what they did with the website.
Download the free app now. YourSportsEdge.com.
Black Patch Grill says, "Go Tigers. Good luck this season."
And back here at the cab, 1 minute, 34 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Caldwell County holding a 7-point advantage. And Hopkins County Central will inbound the ball, bring it the length of the floor, and for the call, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. It's Marcus Eves coming up. He'll be picked up by Bumpus. Over it goes to Weldon on the right wing. Weldon looking for Skeen. Skeen with the basketball now. A handoff again to Eves. Good cutoff by Xavier Bumpus. Kept Eves out of the lane. He has to back it back up. He'll think about it again. Now drives, left hand. And a reach-in foul is going to be called on Xavier Bumpus. Bumpus felt like he was hooked on the play, Bob. 16 foul on Caldwell County.
The 16th foul, no 1-and-1 yet.
Morris into Skeen. Skeen dribbles free throw line high, slides, no travel call. Over to Morris. Morris in the lane from 6 feet is good. We are under a minute to play in the first half, 31-26. This game, much like the other two, Bob, tight most of the way throughout. Caldwell County had a big run in that first quarter and led by 12. A foul underneath called by the far side official. This one a very physical game underneath. Players going off the screens very well.
And it's going to be on number 5, Trevor Weldon, his second.
Stepping to the line for 1-and-1 is going to be Blake Vibrett. And some talk amongst the officials as they see something on the floor back on the central offensive end. I think they've got that taken care of. And Blake Vibrett will step up to the line for 1 and the bonus.
Blake's first trip to the line tonight.
Goodwin Insurance free throw is up, off the back of the rim, comes out. Eves high for the rebound over Bumpus. 45 seconds on the clock.
Caldwell County not shooting their free throws well tonight, Dennis.
Eves drives, layup high off the glass, no good. Whistle called. Caldwell County may have to bring some help out for Eves. Is just getting by everybody one-on-one. Xavier Bumpus picks up his second. And it's 2 shots for Marcus Eves.
Eves' only shot attempt tonight from the line has been Marcus Eves, and it was good. He's got 2 now.
That one bottom. 31-27. Still 36 seconds left on the clock. Stay tuned for the Travis Construction and Concrete halftime report. Second free throw is good. 3-point ball game. Caldwell County with the lead and the basketball. Spikes will bring it up, gets the play from Coach K. He'll be met in the backcourt by Marcus Eves. Spikes gets it across, and he'll back it out. 23 seconds. Man-to-man defense by Hopkins Central. 16 seconds. Back into the hands of Spikes. Spikes behind the back. Kick out into the corner. Bumpus underneath to D-Man Thompson off the glass. No good. Ball still loose. And whistle blows with 4.6 seconds. Foul is going to be a push. That one on Trayvon Jones, who had just checked in about 30 seconds earlier. Now the referee's working out who's supposed to be at the line. They're going to say it's D-Man Thompson shooting the free throws, and we'll take that,
absolutely.
that pick any time, the way D-Man's been shooting his free throws.
D-Man, his last 2 attempts, dead center.
10th foul on Hopkins Central, so this will be 2 free throws coming up for Thompson. First one up and good. Weldon checking in, and also Isaiah Joyner for the first time tonight. He'll come out, and Xavier Bumpus will go to the bench with those 2 fouls. Just protect him the last few seconds here. Thompson can put this back out to a 5-point lead, and does. 33-28. Caldwell County backcourt pressure. Weldon gets it up to half court. It's going to be a long 3. No good by Morris. And a good first half by Caldwell County. We'll go to the locker room with the Tigers in the lead at the half. It's Caldwell County 33, Hopkins Central 28. We'll take a break and come back and get underway with the Travis Construction and Concrete halftime show here next on WPKY.
You Ride in Princeton just might buy your vehicle. They are always looking for quality inventory. So if you would like to sell yours, talk to the nice folks at You Ride. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, You Ride is here. They are hometown proud and here to deliver the same great customer service they always have. Stop by or call for an appointment with one of their sales specialists. Call 270-365-3018. On-the-lot financing is available. You can even apply online at uridesales.com. You Ride on the Marion Road in Princeton, hometown proud.
December 10th impacted our community in a way that we will never forget. Much was lost that night, some of which can never be replaced. In the days since, we have witnessed something that can never be taken away. The pride of our community, the resiliency of our people, and their resolve to rebuild. The road to recovery has begun, and Farmers Bank wants to do our part to help those impacted by the storm. Let us walk you through the process with our Rebuild Construction Loan Special. Call us or apply online to get started. This is Jeff McDaniels, Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Pennyroyal Hospice is offering a free service to those who may not yet be ready for hospice care. Hospice Executive Director Kelly Martin explains.
And transitions is for those folks that are not quite hospice appropriate or not ready for hospice just because they're not ready to just embrace the fact that terminal illness has come and life is limited. So we have a bridge for people who are not there yet, who may still be receiving different types of treatments, who may have a chronic illness that just won't go away, but it's frustrating and they're trying to navigate the healthcare system.
Transitions is a free, non-medical, professionally managed program providing services to individuals and families coping with a chronic or terminal diagnosis. Transitions offers emotional support as well as case management for clients and caregivers alike. Find out what Transitions can do for you. Contact Pennyroyal Hospice through Facebook or learn more at pennyroyalhospice.com.
As a community-owned enterprise, the Princeton Electric Plant Board provides services to the people in the Princeton area. One of the services they provide is to make sure the lights are on over our fields and courts for our Caldwell County Tigers. From everyone at the Princeton Electric Plant Board, good luck to all the Caldwell County Tigers and hopes for a safe season. And a big electric roar to their Tigers, Preston Burrell, Addie Vincent, and Lily Horde.
With YourSportsEdge.com, you get more coverage of your favorite teams, athletes, and sports.
Lets me know the student as a whole person.
With no page limits or subscription fees ever.
It means exposure for the local high school athlete.
A new look and a new feel, no matter where you are.
Even if I'm out of town, I have it on my phone.
It's always available right at your fingertips.
Round-the-clock coverage of local athletes.
High school sports coverage the way it's supposed to be.
I love what they did with the website.
Download the free app now. YourSportsEdge.com.
Good luck to all Tiger athletes from Bella Marie Boutique. Go Tigers!
Welcome in to the Travis Construction and Concrete halftime show. Travis Construction and Concrete for all of your construction and concrete needs, including driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and much more. Good luck, Tigers. Here's to building a successful year from Travis Construction and Concrete. Hopkins Central jumped out in front in this one 4-0 out of the gate. Caldwell County answered with a 10-0 run led by as many as 12 in that first quarter. But Central battles back, and we have a 5-point game at the half. It's Caldwell County 33, Central 28. Time now for the stats of that first half, brought to you by Ackridge Farm Supply Ace Hardware, a fourth-generation family business. Ackridge Farm Supply has been providing high-quality goods and services to Western Kentucky farmers and homeowners since 1933. Now with stores in Fredonia and Eddyville to serve all of your needs. And for the stats of that first half, here's Bob Hayes.
Thank you, Dennis. Caldwell County led 17-8 after one quarter of play tonight. In the second quarter, however, Hopkins County Central outscores the Tigers by 4 at 20-16. That 9-point lead been cut to 5 points here at halftime. Caldwell County leading 33-28 over the Hopkins County Central Storm. For Caldwell County, led in the first half by Xavier Bumpus. Xavier with 11 points on 2 2-pointers, 2 3-pointers, 1 out of 3 from the charity stripe. 7 to 8 points for D-Man Thompson on 2 2-pointers and 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. 7 points for Jabrion Spikes on 2 2-pointers, 1 3-pointer, 0 for 1 from the charity stripe. 4 points for Dewey Riley on 2 2-point field goals and 3 points for Carter Whittington on a 3-pointer. Total of 33 points for the Tigers. For Hopkins Central, led in the first half by Marcus Eves with 17 points. He has 7 2-pointers, 3 out of 3 from the charity stripe. 4 points for Trevor Weldon on 2 2-pointers. 4 points for Wesley Morris on 2 2-pointers. 3 points for Drake Skeen on a 3-pointer. Hopkins County's only 3 of the half. Total of 28 points for Hopkins County Central. In the turnover department, Caldwell County with only 3 in the first half. Hopkins County Central with 6. And the board work here in the first half, Jabrion Spikes with 4 boards, Dewey Riley with 3, Xavier Bumpus with 2, Carter Whittington with 1, D-Man Thompson with 1, total of 11 boards for the Tigers. The Tigers started off woefully cold from the free throw line, but their last 4 attempts, all by D-Man Thompson, were good. So Caldwell County shooting 5 out of 10 here from the free throw line in the first half. Hopkins Central is only been to the line 3 times, 3 out of 3 from the line. So even game as we've had the other 2 games. No one team can run away from the other, and we've had runs in this game. We'll have runs in the second half. Hopefully we'll be on the long end of one of those runs, Dennis.
Bob, it's one of the few times, maybe the only time during the season that I can remember that Jabrion Spikes in single-digit scoring for the half. But as we said in the pregame show, you've got a lot of Tigers that will step up and contribute. And tonight it looks like Xavier Bumpus may be the one to do a lot of damage, although D-Man Thompson looking good on the boards and looking good at the free throw line. Caldwell County is having trouble getting Spikes some open looks early in this one. I'm sure Coach K will address that at the half to try to spring him free for a few more shots. But overall, a good half by Caldwell County. They went on that, I think it was a 10-0 run, may have been 12, as they dropped down 4-0 early. They led at one point 20-8, but Central able to battle back. We've got to keep Eves out of the 8-foot area and in that lane and on the sides of the free throw lane, because he is just deadly from there. That's where most of his 17 points have come in the first half.
And let's look at the foul situation, Dennis. For the Tigers, 2 players with 2 fouls each. Xavier Bumpus with 2, Dewey Riley with 2. For Hopkins Central, Marcus Eves has 2, Trevor Weldon 2, Namari Hall 2. So hopefully Eves will pick up some quick fouls here in the third quarter. Jabrion with only 1. So it's again, the key is how we play to start the third quarter tonight.
Yeah, we've got to find a way to keep Eves away and make him shoot outside a little bit, or at least give the ball up. Caldwell County has gone man-to-man on him mostly. For the most part of the first half, it was Jabrion or Xavier Bumpus on Eves. We'll see if that changes any in the second half, if that's any of the adjustments that the staff makes for Caldwell County. Down to a minute 20 before we tip this one off. Again, the winner of this one will take on Madisonville on Friday night, right here at the Cab. Championship game at 6 o'clock. Girls side is already settled. That will be Hopkins Central taking on Madisonville on Thursday night. That one as well at 6 o'clock.
And this halftime show has been brought to you by Travis Construction and Concrete. See them for your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and more. Good luck, Tigers and Lady Tigers. And here's to building a successful year from Travis Construction and Concrete. Also, the third quarter is going to be brought to us by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. Stop in and see Pam. A lot of merchandise in that store out there. It's gifts and registry, baby furniture, beautiful clothes and accessories. Also stop in and see Hab. He's your local U-Haul dealer. See him for those situations involving the rental of a U-Haul. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. Ticking down to the start of the third quarter here. And for the call here in the third quarter, my friend Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Possession arrow will be in favor of Hopkins Central to start the second half. Caldwell County with a 5-point lead. Both these teams battling for a championship matchup with Madisonville on Friday night. Still a huge crowd. Great job by the Caldwell County Pep Band here late in the season, including tonight. We've enjoyed those kids being here and providing the excitement that the Pep Band brings to a gym this time of the year. In it comes to Morris. Morris, top of the key. Caldwell County is going to stay man-to-man. Over to Eves now, top of the key. He has spikes on him. Back to Morris on the right wing. Morris wants to drive, tucks the ball under, and it's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow to Caldwell County.
Hopkins County Central starts the third quarter with a turnover.
Full court pressure, a little 2-2-1 trap in the backcourt. Caldwell gets it to Whittington, back over to Spikes. Spikes to Bumpus, back to Spikes. Spikes will dribble it across, gets it to Whittington. Back out to Spikes near the logo. Over to Bumpus, had the open three, drives in. Wanted to kick it into the corner to Thompson, threw it right into the breadbasket of number 10, Drake Skeen. So a turnover for each side here to start the second half, just underway. 33-28 is your score. That's where we stood at halftime. Eves dribbling, drives his way in, off the glass and good. Eves a very good ball handler for his size especially. That one's knocked out of bounds off of Hopkins Central. It'll stay Caldwell County basketball. Bumpus to put it in play for Caldwell County. He gives it to Spikes. Central pulls off the backcourt press. They're going to pick up man-to-man. Eves on Spikes. Spikes pulls up at the free throw line. Jumper is good. Great job by Spikes. Eves thought he was going to try to drive. Spikes pulls up at the free throw line and nails it. And then on the other end, a blocking foul is called on Jabrion Spikes.
Jabrion's second of the evening. Team first here in the third quarter.
Official telling Spikes he did not have proper position, was sideways against Eves. And with Eves' quickness, Bob, it doesn't take long to get sideways. Corner three is good by Drake Skeen. And down to a 2-point ball game. 6.5 to play in the third quarter. Backcourt pressure again by Central. Up it comes to Whittington. Whittington over D-Man Thompson, drives, and shot is up. And they're going to call an offensive foul on D-Man Thompson. Two quick fouls here in the second half by Caldwell County. Central will have a chance to come down and tie or take the lead. 35-33, 6:23 to go in the third. It's been a game of runs like you talked about at the half, Bob, but both teams staying relatively close, just like the first two meetings. It's Eves over to Skeen. Long three on the way from the left side is good. And Central back out in front by one, 36-35. Backcourt pressure. Caldwell County works it with Bumpus. Bumpus gets fouled in the backcourt by Skeen.
Skeen, second foul, team first.
Jabrion will bring it across half court for Caldwell County as we hit 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Spikes, drives, kicks it into the corner, wide open. D-Man Thompson for three is good. You get that kid in the corner, and he's automatic on those threes. Little Caesars Pizza three for D-Man Thompson. Shot by Eves in the lane is up and good, and a foul called underneath. Dewey Riley picks up his third foul.
It Eves at the line tonight, 3 out of 3, the only 3 that Hopkins County Central has shot tonight.
Free throw is up, and he stays perfect. 39-38, Hopkins Central with a 1-point lead. Spikes gets the inbounds pass. Chased from behind by Skeen. He gets it across half court, double team. Tries to go to Whittington, ball still loose, and it's on the baseline out of bounds. Caldwell County basketball.
I believe he'd let that one go, Dennis. It would have been Hopkins County Central ball.
I think you're right. I think it was going to be off Whittington, but Namari Hall tried to save it in. Spikes to inbound for Caldwell County, out to Thompson. Thompson drives, reverses direction into midair, misses the shot underneath. He goes to Spikes, up, no good. But Jabrion will get a couple of Goodwin Insurance free throws out of the deal as he'll step to the line. We'll see what the foul is on underneath.
The foul is on number 23, Namari Hall.
Namari Hall picks up his third. And Spikes will try to give Caldwell County back the lead with 5:28 to play in the third quarter. Caldwell County, as Bob said, aside from D-Man Thompson, struggling a little bit from the line so far. Spike shot up and good.
Good to see that one go down, Dennis.
Absolutely. Reese Belt into the ball game. Hall's going to take those 3 fouls to the bench as we're tied at 39. Spikes to try to give Caldwell County the 1-point advantage. This one off the back of the rim, no good. Belt high for the rebound for the Storm. Eves quickly down the court, pulls up free throw line high, jumper, no good. Better block out by Riley on that one. Gets the rebound down to Spikes. Spikes underneath to Thompson. Goes back out to Whittington. Whittington pulls up his dribble, gives it to Spikes on the right wing. Spikes drives, 10-footer, good. And a Madisonville Community College timeout on the court, a full timeout. Tigers by 2, back after
Trice Hughes has been serving Western Kentucky for over 60 years. Their experienced sales force, ASE certified techs, and all the friendly folks at Trice Hughes have worked to become your family's exclusive automotive dealer. The home team that's kept our families safe on the road for generations. From work to play and everything in between, your home team has what you need. Stop by and drive the difference. Our home team, Trice Hughes, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
KFC Princeton, offering their amazing fried chicken and all the fix-its. You can dine in or call your order for pickup inside or use their convenient drive-thru. Your local KFC is located on the Marion Road in Princeton. Whether you enjoy a quick lunch or take dinner home or maybe take something to a friend in need, they're always ready to help. They're also looking for team members at KFC. Ask about becoming a member of their team. KFC on the Marion Road, where they appreciate your support and they are Princeton strong.
Fredonia Valley Bank says, go Tigers. Do your best this season and show that Tiger pride. Good luck from Fredonia Valley Bank.
And we're back here at the cab. 5:02 left in the third quarter. Caldwell County regaining the lead now at 41-39. For the call here, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Marcus Eves at the point for Hopkins Central. He'll be picked up by Xavier Bumpus. Caldwell County matching up on the baseline to try to keep Eves out. Corner 3 on the way is good. Drake Skeen. Good coverage by Caldwell County. Had 2 players right on him, but he just elevates and goes up and sinks the 3. Central back out in front by 1. Jabrion Spikes double teamed. Drives into the lane. And a foul on the floor away from the basketball. Reese Belt away from the ball commits the foul, his second. Both teams now with 3 fouls here in the third quarter. Spikes out to Colin Whittington, who checked in during that timeout. Into the corner, Carter Whittington, 3, no good. Belt high for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Spikes. It'll stay with the Storm. 4:18 to play in the third quarter. Bob, you said it in the pregame. It's tough to beat a team 3 times when both teams are evenly matched. And this one's living up to the billing tonight.
We've got
it would be good.
Stop Drake Skeen. He has 3 threes in the third quarter, 4 for the game.
It is Eves off a screen, gets into the lane, weaves his way up, misses a shot, put back no good, and a foul on the putback. I think Jabrion's going to pick up the foul. Little dangerous area to pick up 3 fouls, Bob, as 4 minutes still even on the clock for the third quarter.
And Eves will be shooting 2. Again, 4 out of 4 at the line tonight. And he misses 1.
Central all night long, anytime Eves has been at the line, I think they expect him to make most of them, as he is close to an 80% free throw shooter, makes the second, but they don't put anybody along the lane. Xavier Bumpus with the basketball, double team, gets through 2 people, drives to the hole, puts it up, and no good. Belt had the rebound taken away by Whittington. Whittington has his putback blocked, and it's number 5, Trevor Weldon with the rebound. Weldon dishes off underneath to Morris for the basket. A heads-up screen out underneath by Hopkins Central cleared the way for Weldon. Central ties their biggest lead of the night at 4. Thompson with the basketball to Carter Whittington, over to Spikes. Jabrion left side, now drives top of the key. Into the lane, pull up. Has it partially blocked by Belt, but a whistle. And I think Jabrion's going to pick up a couple of free throws. And Bob, Goodwin Insurance free throws are going to be big down this stretch. Caldwell County really needs to convert at a high percentage.
So far here in the second half, we're 1 out of 2 from the line, still shooting only 50% from the line for the game.
Again, cleaning up a little perspiration on the floor in the lane. 3:17 left on the third quarter clock. Central now by 4. Caldwell had a 5-point lead at the half. But thanks pretty much to Drake Skeen, that evaporated and then some. Free throw is good. Goodwin Insurance is your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. I think they're going to call a timeout should Jabrion make this one, and does. Madisonville Community College timeout on the court. Tigers trailed by 2, back in 1.
Are you struggling to afford health care medications? Let Health First help you. Whether you are insured, uninsured, or underinsured, you will still be cared for at Health First Community Health Center. We offer financial and prescription assistance to all those that qualify, which is based on income and household size. Contact our office at 1-877-667-7017 for more information, or visit our website, healthfirstchc.net. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. At Health First, your health is our first concern.
Enjoy your favorite Mexican food at La Potosina Mexican Restaurant. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m., offering up all your favorite authentic Mexican dishes for lunch and dinner. Now you pair your favorite meal with your favorite margarita. Enjoy dining in or call in for carryout. Call 270-365-3848 to place your order. They appreciate your business and are ready to serve you in a safe atmosphere. That's La Potosina Mexican Restaurant,
Princeton and Marion. Raider Auction Company is excited to cheer on all the Tiger athletes this season. Go Tigers from Raider Auction Company.
And we're back here at the Cab. 3 minutes, 17 seconds to play in the third quarter. And Hopkins Central will inbound it, bring it the length of the court. Hopkins County going from left to right on your radio dial here in the third quarter. For the call, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. On the floor for Caldwell County, both Whittingtons, Spikes, Thompson, and Bumpus. Central takes it left side, back out to Weldon, now over to Skeen. Skeen all the way in the corner to Morris on the left side, back out to Weldon. Weldon drives, underneath it goes, up and in. Somebody lost Morris, and he had an easy bucket there. Lead back to 4 for Hopkins Central. Backcourt pressure by the Storm. Bumpus gets it across. 2-3 zone now. Bumpus drives, pulls up, fouled on the play. I think Belt may have picked up another one.
They're going to get
Reese Belt with the foul, his 4th. That will put Xavier Bumpus at the line for 2 Goodwin Insurance free throws. Bumpus steps up for the first of his 2. This one up and no good, off the back of the rim. 2:42 left in the third quarter, as Bumpus will have to tuck in the jersey before the second shot. He's at the line for the second, up and in.
Maybe should have
lead.
had it tucked in on the first one, Dennis.
I'd keep it tucked in if I kept hitting like that. 47-44. Storm with the lead. Skip pass across court, way too high for Wesley Morris.
Second turnover for Hopkins Central here in the third quarter. Both teams taking pretty good care of the basketball. Caldwell County with only 1 turnover.
Just a hot shooting of Drake Skeen in this quarter has hurt Caldwell County. Bumpus across half court. Now on the right wing, working on Weldon. Sizing him up over to Colin Whittington for 3, no good. Rebound chased down in the corner by Eves. Eves to Skeen, a 3 on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. And Spikes had the rebound, but he's tripped going up the court. Trevor Weldon will pick up the blocking foul. 16 fouls and 3 on Weldon. Foul situations could become a factor in that fourth quarter, Bob, starting to pile up.
On Hopkins County now with 6. The next foul results in the 1-and-1.
Still 2:08 left to play in the third quarter. Carter Whittington takes it all the way to the hole, off the glass, no good. Belt with the rebound. Whittington had to adjust his shot some because he was guarded closely by Eves. Whittington steals it right away from Eves, drops it back to Spikes, who makes the basket, and a foul from behind. Eves still down on the floor for Hopkins Central. That play started with the gritty defense out front that we've talked about, of Carter Whittington stripping Eves out front.
Third turnover on Hopkins Central led to that 2-point trip.
Spikes will get a chance to convert the 3-point play and tie it back up at 47 if he can make this one. 1:50 left in the third. Colin Whittington out and Dewey Riley back in for Caldwell County. And I have decided a game check is going to go for one of those brooms before next season, Bob, that mops up the perspiration.
We got to find somebody that wants to do that first, Dennis.
We've got to get on the internet and get these guys one of those.
Well, I think we can. I think we can do that.
Spikes at the line, changes his stance, shot up and good. He had more of a square stance on that one, Bob. He's kind of still trying to find what feels really good, like when he was hitting mid-season. It's going to be Eves working his way in from about 4 feet out off the glass. Gives Central back the lead, 49-47, as we see 1.5 minutes left on the third quarter clock. Xavier Bumpus, nice ball handling, pulls up his dribble. Now somebody's got to go to the ball, gets it to Riley, kicks it back out to midcourt to Spikes. Spikes will bring it left side. Man-to-man defense, but they're leaving the corners wide open. Spikes drives off the glass, no good. Belt with the rebound. Riley goes for the steal. Eves gets by him. Now Eves down low to Morris, up and in. A couple of Tigers went for steals, and nobody back except Riley trying to guard 2 people. Now Bumpus takes it length of the court up, no good. Eves with the rebound. Central trying to get back. Eves takes it all the way to the glass, no good. And Riley with the board for Caldwell County. 43 seconds. 51-47 Storm into the corner, wide open. Xavier Bumpus 3, no good. Weldon with the basketball as he'll bring it up for Hopkins Central as we wind down the third quarter, 27 seconds left. Central holding it out for the last shot. We'll see if Coach K sends Thompson out to start the count. 17 seconds on the clock. Weldon still left side near midcourt. Dribbles it down inside of 10 now. Weldon starts the play, works on Thompson, drives, left-hand shot off the glass, no good, tip up, no good. And a foul underneath with 0.7 of a second left. As Caldwell County did not get positioned to rebound. And it's going to be Dewey Riley. 4 fouls on Dewey Riley. That's a tough one. Only 0.7 of a second left in the third quarter. And the last player you want to put at the line for Hopkins Central is Marcus Eves. But Eves has found ways to get inside the whole night.
Eves is 5 out of 6 from the line in this game.
Makes the first, 52-47. Biggest lead of the night now for Hopkins Central. Eves will get a second. He stands back to look at it. Count is on with the 10-second count. Second free throw in the air and no good. Spikes, Heaves with the rebound, not even close. After 3, it's Central now by 5 as they outscore the Tigers 10 points in the third. Back
You
after
can
this.
always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Alan Watts with Your Ag Edge, inviting you to join me Monday through Friday at 5:30 a.m. for the WPKY Morning Ag Report. We check in daily with Caldwell County Agriculture Extension Agent Shane Bogle. Get the latest from fellow farm broadcaster Max Armstrong. Take a look at the latest livestock market reports. Hear the latest edition of Traveling the Bluegrass and check the opening grain market with Hopkins Elevator's Ben Westerfield. That's the Morning Ag Report from Your Ag Edge Network on 103.3 FM and 1580 AM WPKY.
Swing Right Driving Range wants to wish the Tigers all the best. Go Tigers from Swing Right Driving Range.
And we're back here for the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is going to be brought to us by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Stop by and see them. Beautiful furniture, baby furniture, boutique clothes and accessories. Stop in and see Pam, see what she's got in that store. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. Hopkins Central will inbound it to start the fourth quarter for the call. Dennis Stevens.
It's Marcus Eves with the basketball, top of the key, guarded by Bumpus. Eves drives, pulls up from the left elbow, in and out, no good. Thompson with the board for Caldwell County. They work it back to Jabrion Spikes. He'll bring it across half court with no backcourt pressure. Over to Carter Whittington. Back to Spikes on the right wing. Spikes looking for the lob. Instead takes the 3, no good. Weldon with the rebound. That's something that Caldwell County has not had a lot of, is offensive rebounds in this game, Bob. It's been a lot of one and done. Morris drives on the other end and makes it. Central opening up a little space here to start the fourth quarter, 54-47. Spikes double teamed in the backcourt. Now they'll back off and Weldon will pick him up at half court. Spikes hand off to Bumpus. Bumpus pulls up free throw line high, off the glass, no good. Whittington with the board for Caldwell County in some traffic. Whittington wants to go to Spikes and a hold underneath by Weldon. That was a good call. It was well disguised, but Weldon had hold of him. Spikes couldn't get to the corner to retrieve that pass. So 4 on Trevor Weldon. That's going to get Clayton Hook off the bench as Weldon will go to the bench with 4 fouls. Just over a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Spikes at the line for 1 in the bonus. 54-47, Central with the lead. Spikes this time squares up. Free throw off the front of the rim. Riley with the rebound, back up, no good. Spikes with the rebound, up and in off the glass for a Farmers Bank shot. Tigers back within 5.
That's one way to convert the 2 free throws is to miss and get your own rebound.
Underneath Morris, as Eves got in the air, found Morris underneath. And a foul in the backcourt. Player control foul on Xavier Bumpus.
Xavier's 3rd foul. Team 6, so both teams in the bonus on the next foul.
And a Madisonville Community College timeout on the court. Caldwell County trails by 7. Back after this in 1 minute.
Life is filled with moments. Moments we share with those we love, worry about, and strive to protect the most. At Woodman Life, we provide life insurance and retirement products to help protect you and your family so that you can enjoy all the moments to come.
This is Josh Ray, your local Woodman Life agent. Come see us at 1009 West Main Street or give us a call at 365-6111.
Certain eligibility and age restrictions apply. Woodman of the World Life Insurance Society, Omaha, Nebraska.
Hey, Pennyrile Electric members, you know what time it is? It's a perfect time to update your account information with Pennyrile Electric. By updating your information, you ensure that Pennyrile Electric can provide you the very best in customer service, just the way you've come to expect it. Plus, you'll automatically be eligible to win one of several amazing prizes. Update your account information right now from your phone or computer at PRECC.com. That's PRECC.com. Or stop by any of our Pennyrile Electric locations.
Gather Amin would like to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year. Go Tigers.
And we're back here at the CAV. Hopkins County inbounding the ball for the call, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Marcus Eves against Jabrion Spikes at the top of the key. Eves off a screen. Now pulls his dribble up at the free throw line, finds Hook, back over to Eves. Eves now right wing, looking for Damari Hall. Ball knocked loose. Eves comes back with it. Got away with an elbow on Spikes into the lane. Ball knocked loose, picked up by Xavier Bumpus. Bumpus tries to dribble out of traffic, gets it to the other end, loses control. Ball still loose on the floor. And picked up by Damari Hall. Knocked away by Whittington. Over to Spikes, up, no good. But a foul. A game of hot potato broke out on this end of the court. Nobody could hold on to it. And Damari Hall picks up his 4th. At the line for 1-1 is going to be Jabrion Spikes.
Central with 3 players with 4 fouls each now.
Colin Whittington up off the bench for Caldwell County.
That was a turnover upon turnover upon turnover on this last session under the Tiger goal.
And Spikes will be at the line. And Goodwin Insurance free throws just huge from this point on. Just under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. We might want to say at this point, Bob, in regulation. This one's shaping up about like the other two, although Caldwell County extended a small lead in those 2 games. Spikes first is good. Colin Whittington checks in for Carter Whittington. Spikes gets set for his 2nd. Shot in the air and good. Lead back down to 5. Caldwell's got to have some stops. Eves over to Hall. Wanted the ball back. Hall couldn't get it to him. He has to go out to Skeen. Skeen dribbles. Runner from the left side is good. Drake Skeen having a monster game for Hopkins Central. Skeen averages 14 a game. And the lead back out to 7. 5.5 to play. Xavier Bumpus spins, goes back top of the key. Spikes on Skeen. They need to get him the ball. Instead, it's going to be a 3 in and out by Bumpus. Rebound to Morris. He finds Eves. Eves hustles it back down into the lane. Kicks it back out. Skeen for 3. No good. Damari Hall goes up high for the board. Comes down hard on his back. Whistles blow. And Hall came down very hard Colin Whittington with the foul. 7th team foul on Caldwell County. Hall back up, but Bob, he did take a spill on that backside and land on his back. 5 minutes and 8 seconds left in this one, and Hall will have the 1-and-1.
So far, the only player for Hopkins Central that shot free throws tonight is Marcus Eves. Now, Amari Hall will be getting his first attempt whenever the floor is
cleaned up,
dried.
Hall's first trip to the line tonight, as Bob said. They'll put Eves on the lane, and also Hook is coming in. Hall gets set. 58-51 is your score. Free throw up and good. Kind of a Phil Necro toss. It finds bottom. Referees step in to talk to Eves and Whittington. Second free throw in the air and good. Biggest margin of the night now for Hopkins Central is 9, 60-51. Tough third quarter for Caldwell County as Skeen got hot. It's Spikes with the basketball at midcourt, tripped by Hook. 10th team foul though, Bob, and we've got 5 minutes and 2 seconds. Every time Central commits a foul, it's going to be 2 shots for Caldwell County. So Goodwin Insurance free throws are going to be some of the biggest things to decide the outcome of this ball game down the stretch.
11th foul on Hopkins Central in this half.
Spikes at the line for Caldwell County. Free throw up and good. Spikes will try to convert both. Get this one back down to 7. Off the back of the rim, Thompson with a strong rebound for Caldwell County. Long rebound over Belt. It's Thompson. Turned down to 3, wants to feed it inside. Could have been called a kick ball. It's not. They get it back to Eves. Eves drives, left-hand shot off the glass, no good. And it's Bumpus with the rebound. Bumpus double teamed in the backcourt. Loses control, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Hook. 2 quick fouls on Hook here in the last minute or so. Coach Freilich telling his team to calm down. Xavier Bumpus will go to the line for 2 shots. Has Bumpus been to the line how many times, Bob?
Xavier is 2 for 5 so far tonight. Make it 3 for 6.
And evens it up at 50% as he makes the first 60-53. Hall and Weldon back into the game, both with 4 fouls. Belt is going to come out, and Hook is going to come out. Bumpus' second free throw, up and in. 8-point lead. Bumpus, right side, wants to drive baseline. He's cut off, curls it back around to Spikes. Spikes, jump stop in the lane, no good. Goes up, gets his own rebound. Finger roll over the rim and in. Jabrion Spikes cuts it back to 6 as we go to 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Spikes all the way out at the logo, guarding Eves. Over to Skeen on the right wing. Skeen, top of the key to Morris, left side. Morris drops it off to Eves. Eves having a huge game for Hopkins Central, as is Skeen. Skeen lowers his head, drives off the glass and in. Put a head fake on at the wing and got all the way to about 5 feet. Bumpus drops it in to Riley, who's blocked from behind. Standing on the baseline for the rebound, though, was Amari Hall. So it'll stay Caldwell basketball. We'll see if the Tigers can pull this one off. Down to 3:33 left in regulation in this one. Into the corner, Thompson. Thompson drives, left-handed shot, up and rolls off the side. Spikes and Hall tie up for the rebound.
In possession, arrow remains with the Tigers.
A lot of weight coming down on Spikes in that battle. He's kind of holding his chest where Hall came down on him. Hall, a good-sized kid. So Caldwell County will put it in play. Looks like Colin Whittington will throw it in for Caldwell County. They'll run the stack on the right side of the lane. See if they can get a quick one underneath to D-Man Thompson or Dewey Riley. Crowd really starting to get into this one down the stretch. Student sections with a little competition going on. It's the most fun time of the year, Bob, for high school basketball is tournament time. Great atmosphere tonight. Lob comes in to Bumpus. Into the corner, Whittington for three, no good. Eves with the rebound for Central. He's going to hustle it up into the lane, kick out. Weldon thought about the three, now he's going to pull the trigger, no good. Hall high for the rebound, over to Morris. Morris finger roll over the front, and the lead's at 10. Caldwell County comes across half court with 3 minutes to play, and down by 10, biggest lead of the night. Bumpus will try to cut three off of that, comes up way short. Whittington with the rebound, back to Bumpus. Bumpus out to Whittington. Whittington drives, drop underneath to Spikes. Spikes head fake up and in over Eves. And a foul called underneath. Spikes was trying to deny the pass into Marcus Eves. And 4 fouls now on Spikes. Coach K questioning that. Thought that Eves had a handful of Jabrion Spikes trying to push him out of the way. But the call goes against Jabrion. At the other end is going to be Marcus Eves. You're listening to Caldwell County basketball on WPKY Princeton. Eves at the line. Eves takes, you think about 8.5 to 9 seconds out of the 10, Bob, but makes the first. Several players on the floor with 4 fouls right now.
Eves is 7 out of 9 from the line in this game.
2:41 left in this one. Caldwell County has got to pull something out quick. Lead back to 10. Full court pressure. Bumpus over to Whittington. Collin with the ball on the right side. Back to Bumpus. Bumpus drives. Runner in the lane. No good. Marcus Eves with the rebound. Spikes knocks it away. Looked like it was off Eves, but they're going to say possession stays with Hopkins Central. Clock stops with 2:25 left. 10-point lead for Central and the basketball. Carter Whittington to check back in for Caldwell County. Whittington's in and Dewey Riley is out for the Tigers. Caldwell County, the number 2 seed. Hopkins Central, the 3 in the district. Madisonville Community College timeout on the court. Tigers down by 10, back in 30 seconds.
Caldwell Medical Associates' new Katawa Orthopedic Clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care. Our team of medical professionals can diagnose and treat a wide range of orthopedic care and get you back on the path to a happier, healthier you. Whether you need basic fracture care or osteoporosis management, a sports physical, or back pain treatment, we've got you covered. To learn more or to schedule an appointment with an orthopedic provider, visit caldwellmedical.com.
Good luck, Tigers. Have a great season. From Treasures Remembered.
And we're back here. Game coming down to the wire. 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. Caldwell County finding themselves down by 10 points. And Hopkins County Central in possession of the basketball. We've got to really have our work cut out for us right now, Dennis.
Yeah, you got to have some stops here. You cannot let Marcus Eves get all the way to the goal.
And Hopkins Central may try to take the air out of the ball a little bit now.
It's Eves out front, gets it to Weldon. Weldon guarded by Carter Whittington. Weldon turns, goes baseline. Trap back out, they get it to top of the key to Morris. Back over to Eves. Eves guarded by Spikes, 2:07 left. Wing to Weldon. Weldon drives, runner in the lane, off the back of the rim, no good. Nice block out, D-Man Thompson. There's the stop. Now let's see if Caldwell County can convert on the other end. Whittington to Bumpus, back out to Whittington. Whittington into the corner to Spikes. Spikes wants to drive, and Spikes steps on the baseline. Turnover Caldwell County. Hall puts it in play to Skeen. Back to Hall. Caldwell County man-to-man pressure in the backcourt. It's number 5 on number 5. Whittington on Weldon. Spikes goes for the steal, leaves Eves open. Colin Whittington comes out to check him. Now it's Skeen on the far side into the corner to Morris. Foul in the corner as Caldwell County has to foul at this point. Colin Whittington commits the foul.
And shooting will be Wesley Morris. He's not been to the line tonight either, but shooting the 1-and-1.
That one crawls across the front of the rim and drops. Largest lead of the night now for Central as they are ahead 69-58, trying to pull the upset here in the district semifinal. Second free throw, no good. Bumpus with the board for Caldwell County, hustles it up court. Drives, kicks it over to Whittington. He'll fire a three from the right side. No good. Hall with the board. And Eves has it in his hand, fouled in the backcourt. Foul is going to be on Carter Whittington.
We've not shot well tonight, Dennis, and certainly from three-point land we've not shot well.
And Central has also denied the ball to Spikes for open looks a lot during this game.
And Eves at the line,
where he has been spectacular tonight. First one is good. 70-58 as looking
been there 11 times and hit 9 of them.
Things looking bleak for the home team. Eves' second free throw is up and good. A 13-point lead after Caldwell led by 5 at the half. Spikes takes it all the way to the hole, up and in, and the foul. Still a little life left in Caldwell County as Spikes takes it down. He'll try to make a three-point play. Namari Hall fouls out of the game on the play. Blake Viverette's going to check in for Caldwell County as Colin Whittington will come out. Belt in place of Hall for Hopkins Central.
So that's one of the Hopkins Central players gone, but a little too late.
Just a minute 9 seconds left. Spikes free throw is good. Madisonville Community College timeout on the court. Tigers down by 10, back in 30
Your
seconds.
local McDonald's wants you to know that they're ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the drive-thru. They're offering curbside pickup service as well. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. They appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We're all having to adjust. It's temporary, but in the meantime, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's.
Community Medical Clinic is excited to cheer on the Tigers all season long. Go Tigers from Community Medical Clinic.
And we're back. 1 minute, 9 seconds remaining in the game. Hopkins County Central enjoying a 10-point lead at 71-61. And Hopkins Central will be in possession of the basketball when play does resume here at the Cab. And for the call, this last 1 minute, 9 seconds of the game, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. It's going to be Morris to put it in play for Hopkins Central. Blake Viverette will guard the inbound. Morris runs the baseline, looking for Skeen. Instead, gets it up. And a steal, Caldwell County, but Whittington misses the layup. Ball goes out of bounds and stays Caldwell County basketball. Caldwell came up with the steal, but Whittington up short with the little short jumper from the left side. But Caldwell County with the basketball. Only 7 seconds came off the clock. Whittington over to Bumpus. Bumpus drives the lane, puts it up, finger roll, no good. Rebound, Hopkins Central. Number 33, Trayvon Jones, snatches that one away from Caldwell County. Tigers did what they wanted to do except to put it into basketball. They got the steal on the inbound, couldn't convert, kept possession, couldn't convert, and then Trayvon Jones.
It's just not been our night shooting-wise, plain and simple. Dennis, we couldn't even hit a little wide-open crib shot a few seconds ago.
Jones with the free throw. Dies on the back of the rim and rolls in. 72-61, as it looks like the Tigers season will end at 18-11. Second free throw good as well, down 12. Spikes quickly down the right side. Pulls up for three. In and out and back in. And the Madisonville Community College timeout on the court. Tigers within 9, back in 30 seconds.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy offers a wide range of family-friendly classes as well as personal training, yoga, gymnastics, sports training, cardio, and weightlifting. Trilogy has something for everyone. Trilogy now offers an app with online workouts, live classes, nutrition tracking, and more. Search Trilogy Performance Sports in your app store. Use sign-up code 1824. For app info and more, follow them on Facebook.
And we're back here, 46 seconds to go. Just looking at the stat here, Dennis, Jabrion has 25 points here in the second half, 32 for the game, but maybe a little too late.
Yeah, it was a tough third quarter for Caldwell County. They had a 5-point lead starting the corner, trailed by 5 when it finished.
Outscored in that third quarter, 24-14, so where we gave up the lead and we've not been able to get it back since.
24 points, and a lot of that at the hands of Drake Skeen. Central to put it in play. Morris gets it to Eves. Eves quickly fouled by D-Man Thompson in the backcourt. D-Man Thompson commits the foul. 2 shots coming up for Marcus Eves, who's had a big night tonight for Central.
So far, he's 10 out of 12 on the evening.
And a quality player. There's a reason that kid is number 8 in the state in scoring. And an all-region player, Marcus Eves, makes the first. Lead back out to 10. And more importantly, a 4-possession game now. Second one is good. 75-64. Spikes with the basketball, double teamed in the backcourt, gets across over to Whittington, back to Spikes. Spikes, fade away 3, no good. Rebound to Morris, and Morris fouled under the basket by Blake Viverette. So Caldwell County will bow out here in the district semifinals.
Morris,
and finish the season 18-11.
Morris is 1 out of 2 from the line.
Central will pick up the upset win and face Madisonville on Friday night. First free throw finds a way to go in. It's been that kind of night, Bob.
Yeah.
Shots look like they're going to hit the front of the rim, find a way over it and drop. Second free throw is good. 77-64. Caldwell County with 32 seconds left in their season. Whittington has it knocked away by Morris out of bounds. Tigers will put it in play at half court. Stay tuned. When this one's over, we'll have the Trilogy post-game report coming your way. Spikes with the basketball, drives, Euro step up and in. And it comes to Eves. Eves fouled by D-Man Thompson. 19.5 seconds left.
It'll take us 30 minutes to play the last 3 minutes of the game.
I think Coach K will probably call off the fouls, and I'm not sure he even wanted that one at that point. Eves to the line. First one in the air, off the back of the rim, a rare miss by Marcus Eves. We'll have all the stats of the ballgame brought to you by Akridge Farm Supply. during the post-game show. Hope you'll tune in for that. Second free throw is good. 78-66. Jabrion Spikes, a long three, blocked. And Spikes commits the foul. Skeen got up and pointed that ball well. And Drake Skeen will go to the line, and Spikes will foul out of the ball game and finish his Caldwell County career. Another game in the 30s for Jabrion Spikes. Broke the Caldwell County single game scoring record twice this season.
Fouls out with 34 points here tonight. And is Skeen shooting?
Skeen at the line for Hopkins Central.
He's been shooting so well outside, he'll probably miss the free throws.
And does. 11 and a half seconds. That's all that's left for Caldwell County. Second free throw is good. 79-66. Viverette comes up for Caldwell County. Over to Bumpus. Bumpus thought about the three. He's going to drive it all the way in, off the glass, and good. And it'll be an 11-point win in an upset for Hopkins Central as they knock the Tigers out on their home court. Hopkins Central 79, Caldwell County 68. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get underway with the Trilogy postgame report next on WPKY.
Fortner Gas Company has been serving the propane needs of Western Kentucky for 70 years. You'll find offices in Princeton and Cadiz. They're your local and family-owned propane supplier. Browse their website to discover the many services and products available. You can shop in person or online, and they can answer any and all questions in person or on the phone. If they're already your propane supplier, they say thank you. If they're not, they would love to be. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Trice Hughes has been serving Western Kentucky for over 60 years. Their experienced sales force, ASE certified techs, and all the friendly folks at Trice Hughes have worked to become your family's exclusive automotive dealer. The home team that's kept our families safe on the road for generations. From work to play and everything in between, your home team has what you need. Stop by and drive the difference. Our home team, Trice Hughes, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy offers a wide range of family-friendly classes as well as personal training, yoga, gymnastics, sports training, cardio, and weightlifting. Trilogy has something for everyone. Trilogy now offers an app with online workouts, live classes, nutrition tracking, and more. Search Trilogy Performance Sports in your app store. Use sign-up code 1824. For app info and more, follow them on Facebook.
We believe you spend wisely. We also believe wise spending should be rewarded with convenient access and generous benefits. A First Southern National Bank first-class checking account comes with both. In addition to our convenient online banking and mobile app, our accounts come with features like roadside assistance, identity theft restoration, cell phone protection, and more. Visit us at fsnb.net to open our account today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you struggling to afford health care and medications? Let Health First help you. Whether you are insured, uninsured, or underinsured, you will still be cared for at Health First Community Health Center. We offer financial and prescription assistance to all those that qualify, which is based on income and household size. Contact our office at 1-877-667-7017 for more information, or visit our website, healthfirstchc.net. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. At Health First, your health is our first concern.
With YourSportsEdge.com, you get more coverage of your favorite teams, athletes, and sports.
Lets me know the student as a whole person.
With no page limits or subscription fees ever.
It means exposure for the local high school athlete.
A new look and a new feel, no matter where you are.
Even if I'm out of town, I have it on my phone.
It's always available right at your fingertips.
Round-the-clock coverage of local athletes.
High school sports coverage the way it's supposed to be.
I love what they did with the website.
Download the free app now. YourSportsEdge.com.
The teams are in the locker room. Time for a recap of tonight's action. The WPKY postgame show is on the air. 1580, 103.3. WPKY.
Welcome into the Trilogy post-game report. Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy is a family-friendly environment that offers a wide range of classes to help you reach all of your fitness and well-being goals. Hopkins Central breaks open a close game down the stretch. Third quarter outscoring the Tigers by 10 to turn a 5-point halftime deficit into a 5-point lead going into the fourth, and they never look back as Central pulls off the upset over Caldwell County 79-68 here at the Cab, eliminating the Caldwell County Tigers from postseason play. Caldwell finishes at 18-11 on the season. Hopkins Central goes to 14-11, and they will face Madisonville now on Friday night for the district championship. Both of those teams also in the regional tournament next week. Disappointing loss for Caldwell County, a big night for both Jabrion Spikes and Marcus Eves, but Eves got inside too much for Caldwell County. Then you had the hot hand of Drake Skeen in that third quarter. Caldwell County with some cold shooting on the night and could not come back in this one as they see their season end a little bit sooner than I think most people thought they would. And it's Hopkins Central advancing to take on Madisonville on Friday night. Time now for the stats of the ball game, brought to you as always by Ackridge Farm Supply Ace Hardware, a fourth-generation family business. Ackridge Farm Supply has been providing high-quality goods and services to Western Kentucky farmers and homeowners since 1933. Now with stores in Fredonia and Eddyville to serve all of your needs. And for tonight's stats, I'll turn it over one more time to my buddy Bob Hayes.
Thank you, Dennis. Caldwell County just couldn't get it done here in the second half. After leading 33-28 at halftime, they were outscored in the third quarter 24-14. That 5-point lead melted away to a 5-point deficit. Entering the fourth quarter, it was 52-47 in favor of Hopkins County Central. And in the fourth quarter, Hopkins County Central outscore the Tigers by 6 points, 27-21. And they win here tonight by 11 points, 79-68. Led tonight by Jabrion Spikes. Jabrion with 34 points. He had 7 in the first half, 27 in the second half. He had 27 of the Tigers' 35 points in the second half. Following up, a 16-point effort out of Xavier Bumpus, 11 points in the first half, 5 in the second half for his 16, 11 points for D-Man Thompson, 11 points on the night, 8 in the first quarter. 8 in the first half, 3 in the second half for his 11, and 4 points for Dewey Riley, all coming in the first half, and 3 points for Carter Whittington, his points coming in the first half. Just a pretty good night floor-wise for the Tigers. Only 6 turnovers tonight, but we just couldn't get shots to go down. Hopkins Central with 12 turnovers tonight, but wasn't near enough to slow them down. And for Hopkins Central, they're led tonight by Marcus Eves with 35 points, 19 points for Wesley Morris, who got hot in the second half with 15 points, and Drake Skeen with 17 points. He got hot in the second half with 14 points. In the second half, those 3 scorers lit it up for 47 of the 51 Hopkins County Central points. So they were playing without, I think, a whole lot to lose tonight, Dennis. They were loose, obviously. Rebounding-wise for Caldwell County, we had 6 boards for Dewey Riley, 6 for Jabrion Spikes, 5 for Xavier Bumpus, 3 for Carter Whittington, 1 for Colin Whittington, 4 for D-Man Thompson. Hopkins Central did not miss often, and if they did, most of the time they were able to rebound their shot and get it back up for second and third attempts. So 11-point deficit here tonight finds the Caldwell County Tigers season ending, and Hopkins County Central going on to the district final and a trip to the second region tournament next week.
And Bob, a little bit of a surprising outcome, but you said it, you called it before the game. It's hard when 2 teams are evenly matched to beat a team 3 times, and Caldwell could not find the magic. What was the ratio of points that Spikes had as our total in the second half? His points against our total in the second half.
We had 35. He had 27 of the 35, so he had basically he had about 80% of the points in the second half.
Caldwell County had the lead in the first half. You had Bumpus and you had D-Man Thompson with good first halves, but they got kind of shut out or limited in that second half. And Caldwell County just ice cold from the three-point line just about all game, but especially in that second half, nothing going in for the Tigers. And they see their season come to a close at 18-11. A team that really improved throughout the year. They battled through some adversity, just like a lot of the teams in the area did through December, and then got through the injury with Whittington, started to round out of that pretty well. But tonight, it was just too much eaves and too much skiing, especially in that third quarter, Bob, as they erased that 5-point halftime deficit, outscoring the Tigers by 10 in that third quarter alone.
Then you had an athlete like Wesley Morris who made a lot of things happen for Hopkins Central in the second half, rebounding-wise and scoring inside. So just not the Tigers' night the way you look at it. Just several shots. Caldwell County ended up shooting pretty well from the free throw line, 16 out of 25. That's 64%. And but too much Hopkins Central. Hopkins Central was 21 out of 26 from the free throw line, over 80%. And that will help you win basketball games. They scored 21 points from the free throw line. We scored 16, so they outscored us 5 points from the line. And really in the second half, the only threes they had were by Drew Skeen, who had 4 for the night. Actually, he had 5 for the night. All their threes tonight by Drake Skeen. So
I think he had 3 or 4 of those in the third quarter alone.
And almost back-to-back trips, it seemed like. So just not a good night Tiger-wise. The only good thing, Dennis, we don't have to drive 25 miles to get home.
No, it's over for this season after tonight, and our 47th game of the year, and it's been a lot of fun this season. We've seen a lot of growth out of both squads and enjoyed watching both teams as they got better all season long, but just a tough loss tonight for Caldwell County to a Hopkins Central team that basically just outplayed us, especially in that second half tonight.
That's all you can say. It's just they made plays when we didn't make plays, and they made more plays than we made plays. Long story short.
Checking out to see if Coach K is going to be able to come up. It's always tough after the final game of the season for coaches to get out of the locker room. A lot of emotions going on, I'm sure, as the last game for Jabrion Spikes in a Tiger uniform, amongst others. So it's a tough time in that locker room. We're going to give him a few extra minutes to see if he can make it up. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll hand out a couple of awards and see if Coach K can make his way up here as we roll on the Trilogy postgame report on WPKY.
Are you ready for a new adventure? Christian Care Communities. It's much more than a safe group of buildings for adults age 62 and older. It's about fellowship with others. At Christian Care Communities, our people are our most precious resource.
Residents here, they're just so good to each other. Our officials, of course, they're my little children now at the age I am. They couldn't be better. And there are buses to take you places, to see things, to do things, to eat.
And so now we have the freedom we still take a lot of road trips, so we just close the door, tell Bruce we're gone, we turn off the water and the pilot light on the hot water tank and just take off, not have to worry about it.
We are about exceeding expectations. Find us on Facebook at Christian Care Communities Hopkinsville and at christiancarecommunities.org.
Life is filled with moments. Moments we share with those we love, worry about, and strive to protect the most. At Woodman Life, we provide life insurance and retirement products to help protect you and your family so that you can enjoy all the moments to come.
This is Josh Ray, your local Woodman Life agent. Come see us at 1009 West Main Street or give us a call at 365-6111.
Certain eligibility and age restrictions apply. Woodman of the World Life Insurance Society, Omaha, Nebraska.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
As a community-owned enterprise, the Princeton Electric Plant Board provides services to the people in the Princeton area. One of the services they provide is to make sure the lights are on over our fields and courts for our Caldwell County Tigers. From everyone at the Princeton Electric Plant Board, good luck to all the Caldwell County Tigers and hopes for a safe season. And a big electric roar to their Tigers, Preston Burrell, Addie Vincent, and Lily Horde.
This is what Kentucky basketball sounds like.
Got it! 2 Rays. Ball knocked away, stolen. A night. Bullseye! Championship banner.
The road to number 9 lives here.
Tomorrow, our UK Wildcats take on Louisiana State University. Airtime 6:30 on WKDZRadio.com and
on 106.5 WKDZ.
Welcome back to the Trilogy postgame report. Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy is a family-friendly environment that offers a wide range of classes to help you reach all of your fitness and well-being goals. Caldwell County drops one tonight in the district semifinals to Hopkins Central. It was the Storm 79, the Tigers 68. Still looking down to see if Coach K is going to be able to make his way up, and still don't see him yet, Bob. So we'll go ahead and give out a couple of awards here as we wind down on the post-game report. Let's start out with the clutch play of the game, brought to you by Coleman Auto Parts, your hometown Napa Auto Parts dealer. They have tools, equipment, and many other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, golf cart, and farm. Stop by and see Charles Quinn Coleman and staff at Coleman Auto Parts in Princeton. Napa know-how at its best.
And I think for that, Dennis, I think when you lose, you don't have too many clutch plays you can hang your hat on. But I think Jay Brion's 27 points in the second half gave us a chance to win the game. As it turned out, we didn't, but his efforts there, if he doesn't score, I don't know who does score for us.
Yeah, we were just a cold shooting night here at home, which is a rarity, but it happened tonight. And Caldwell County unable to advance into the championship game or the region this season. Time now for the player of the game, brought to you by U-Ride in Princeton. U-Ride gives you that hometown feel by providing personalized appointments to accommodate your busy schedule and remaining committed to you even after the sale. Contact Lee or Tommy for an appointment today. That's U-Ride of Princeton.
And obviously, I'm going to have two winners here. Jay Brion with his 34 points, actually 3 because most of the scoring was done by 3 Tigers.
Right.
Here, Jay Brion with 34, Xavier with 16, D-Man with 11, 61 of the 68 points by those 3 players. So Xavier, Jay Brion, and D-Man, and all except for Xavier and Jay Brion are gone, but D-Man will be back, and we'll look for good things out of him next year, Dennis. He'll stronger and be bigger and shoots the ball really well.
Yeah, he got to where the second half of the season he was deadly from those corner threes and looking for a lot of good things from the Tigers and Lady Tigers next season. Bob, as we will wind down this broadcast, our 47th of the season, turns out to be our last. We were hoping to get that 50 mark at least, but could not do it between tornadoes and ice storms and COVID, and now 2 losses in the opening round of the district tournament will cut us a little bit short, but a fun season. We want to thank all of our sponsors all season long for doing what they do with us. The Athletic Center, Travis Construction and Concrete, Little Caesars Pizza, Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, Caldwell Medical Center, U-Ride of Princeton, Goodwin Insurance, Madisonville Community College, Farmers Bank, Ackridge Farm Supply, Coleman Auto Parts, and Trilogy Performance Sports. We appreciate all those guys helping us bring you Tiger and Lady Tiger basketball all season long. And Trice Hughes, it's been a fun time. Thank you, John, for that one, for us this season to bring you these games. I want to thank John Miller and Bryce Thompson, Bob, for doing a great job game in and game out to get us on the air, to do the video for the home games, and just an outstanding job by those two all season long. It takes a lot more time than people think behind the scenes, and we appreciate those guys.
We've seen Bryce come from a really, really raw rookie to a seasoned professional here toward the end of the season. Great job in the truck, Bryce.
Thank you.
And John back at the station tonight, and a great job as always by John, who's always with us. Football, basketball, baseball, you name it, whatever we're doing, John Miller is always there for WPKY. We thank our ownership for giving us the opportunity to bring you these games and let us have the fun that we have on them. Sometimes it doesn't sound like we prepare, but we love it and we enjoy doing it, and hope everybody has a good time listening and watching here on WPKY. It's been a fun year for Bob and I to be doing these games.
And for the upcoming next few weeks, we've got baseball and softball. We've not really ironed out that schedule or worked out what we're going to do yet, but hopefully within the next 10 days or so we'll have some idea of what that's going to look like.
And Coach K is coming up. Says a lot about him after a disappointing loss tonight. We won't keep him long, Bob, but we'll ask a couple of questions and let him get back with his team and with his family after a disappointing loss to Hopkins Central tonight, as he is making his way to our broadcast position here at the Cab. Caldwell County finishes 18-11 on the season. A good run by Caldwell County, a lot of improvement by this team. And we are joined now on the Trilogy postgame report by Coach Daniel Kukihiko. And Coach K, thanks for coming up. I know it was a disappointing loss tonight. I think everybody just kind of expected we handled them twice during the season. But Bob made the point, when these teams are evenly matched, it's hard to beat a team 3 times.
Absolutely. You know, postseason is a different ball game. Records from the regular season go out the window. And they got the best of us tonight. That's all I can say.
They did play well. Eves seemed like he penetrated quite a bit tonight. We couldn't keep him out of the lane from 8-10 feet in, and he converted a lot of those, which he will do. He's a spectacular player. Third quarter, Skeen out of nowhere kind of got the hot hand on us, and they outscored us by 10 in that third quarter. But another big night for Jabrion Spikes. Your thoughts on those 3 players?
Man, those 3 guys can play. There was a lot of good basketball players on the court tonight. I see a lot of double-figure scoring on both sides, and you know, it's one of those things where you know, somebody's got to lose, and you hate it. But I told the guys, and we've kind of talked about this at several pivotal points in our season, that one game doesn't define us. Obviously, we wanted to win tonight. We wanted to advance on in the postseason, but one game doesn't reflect all the positive things we've done this year. You look at, you know, Jay and breaking the records that he has, and then, you know, several guys, you know, scoring in the 20s a couple times, and, you know, playing, you know, defensively playing really well at times, and giving this Cab crowd just a lot of stuff to cheer about. Those are all things that when I think about this journey with this team, the things that I'll remember.
Coach, we've had a chance to interview you and several of the Tiger players after the games this season. One thing we can say without fail, every one of them that came up was respectful. They were mannerly. They had a focus in mind on the basketball game, but they were good individuals. And I think that's a tribute to the program that you run here at Caldwell County, and have a lot of help from your coaching staff and the supporting staff at the administration. But just quality kids coming through this program. There wasn't anybody upset because they didn't get their 10 points or they didn't do something spectacular individually. It was all about the team, everybody we talked to up and down the line, and that says volumes for this squad.
I tell you, you're right. The high character of the 13 guys that were in that locker room that are getting ready to walk out is second to none. You know, we actually, Coach Falker just said a few minutes ago that, you know, we've had, been a part of teams, whether we're playing or coaching, where it was divided, or it was, you had knuckleheads who couldn't seem to make the right choice, or whatever it may be, just distractions and obstacles. And, while we had as many bumps and bruises we had to address this year, the character of those guys in that locker room was just was second to none. Even after they're in the locker room at one of the the toughest points, especially for those 5 seniors, it's the toughest point in their career to this day, because it's one where they don't get to wear that Tiger jersey anymore. And the words they spoke in there, and encouragement they brought to the rest of the team, and it just shows the level of maturity and character, and just who those guys really are.
And it's going to speak volumes down the road too, because I know they're influencing a lot of your younger players down the line. Excuse me, that are coming up, the Rolands and the younger players that you're going to see on the court for the Tigers in the next few years. So, congratulations on a nice season. You grew as a team, but it really was the epitome of a team this season, more than we've seen in a long time at Caldwell County, and we give you the congratulations on that.
I'm blessed to coach with a lot of guys who pour into these guys, and then we have lots of people in our community that are pouring, character, and pouring in a good school that pulls character and good choices into these young men, and then parents at home, they're doing the same thing. And so I just get to spend 2 hours a day with them and enjoy coaching a bunch of good kids. And so I couldn't be more proud of them. Couldn't love them anymore. Just obviously tonight's a tough night for everybody involved, but I'm still proud to be their coach this year.
Coach, thanks for coming up tonight. I know it was a tough one. I'll let you get back down to the team and spend the rest of the night with them before we all head out of the gym. But congratulations on a good season.
Thank you. And thank you guys again for what you guys do. Y'all put in a lot of time, so we appreciate you being here tonight and covering these guys. And also shout out to the Crazies. They did a good job tonight. The atmosphere here was really, really good. They had their ESPN table set up, and that's just it's good stuff. So
it is. That's what makes a basketball game. Whether we lose or not, we had a lot of excitement in this place tonight.
Absolutely, and it was it kind of filters over into this community as a whole. So many people that I probably had, I should have said this a while ago, when you talk about having guys, the young men of character and those things, I've had more just outside of, I would say, the Tiger basketball family come up and just talk about some of these guys as individuals, or all these guys as individuals, and things they're doing that they probably don't even realize they're doing, that are being role models. I'm watching on the court right now. I see these guys, these future Tigers down here, that they're out here playing. These guys pick up on so much, and that's another thing why this team was so fun to coach. And so, but I'll be quiet now because I know everybody's ready to go home.
No, so you just relay our sentiments to this team, and we are very proud of them and looking forward to next December.
As am I.
Coach K here on the Trilogy post-game report. We appreciate him coming up. Caldwell County drops this one tonight, 79-68. Hopkins Central advances. So it's going to be Madisonville and Hopkins Central in the two